the Inno Talk podcast. We'll no topic is off limits. Now here's your host, my daddy, and Roy the Soul. Thank you for coming to the Inno podcast. Boom, shalak, boom.
In 3, 2, 1. Boom, shalak, boom. This is the Inno Talk podcast. I am your host, Ryan Westa. Bringing back really, truly one of my favorite people in Kansas City. And I don't know a ton of people outside of Kansas City. So really like on planet Earth in my mind.
Okay, good.
Chef Jayaun.
What's up, man? What's up? I'm happy to be back. It's been about a year or so. Last time we was together, we was at the whiskey bar. I don't remember too much from that day. But now it's tequila day. So
So do you see over here to my left this orange traffic cone?
Yep. Did you steal that?
I stole that after our interview
Oh.
at West Bottoms Whiskey.
Was that a drunk stealing type
That
item, or
was
that
100%. I have not been that drunk since then.
Okay.
And it was a long time since I had been that drunk before then. That was just one of the drunkest nights of my entire life.
Yeah, that was a good day. That was definitely a good day. We did have fun.
That was a good time. They just kept feeding us and feeding us and feeding us.
Yeah, they didn't
Yo, roll the
stop.
dice, man. Roll the dice.
Yeah, they definitely didn't stop that day. That was something right there. That was something. I don't even drink whiskey like that, so it punched me.
It was really good. They do it
Punched
right.
me. Yeah, they
Shout
do.
out to West Bottoms Whiskey.
Oh my god! Shout out to them.
So yeah, I had somebody driving me. There's no way
Oh, you lucky.
there's no way I could have made it home. No way.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you had an Uber driver. And so
Something like that.
we're driving along and I see all of these cones. I'm like, stop, hold on, stop right now, because there's no one around. And she stops, and I jumped out and just grabbed it, threw it in the back. I was like, go.
Oh my goodness.
Just like I was a 17-year-old high school drunk idiot again.
Yeah. I thought about stealing a cone just to put like in front of my loft because it's street parking, and like I stay on the first floor, so I have in my mind a designated spot. So if somebody parks in that, it pisses me off when I have to park down the street or on the other side of the street. So I always was thinking like just buying cones and then just literally putting that space up just so that somebody think it's construction right there, and I'll just come swoop in and park there.
All right.
But that's probably illegal, right?
Maybe. You might have dropped the dime on yourself.
They don't know where I live.
It's true. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
And so right before we started recording this, you're trying to take your labels off of your water
Yeah.
because, this might be a real interview. No, this is just the internet, baby. Wild, Wild West.
You see, this is more than an interview on the internet. I treat you like you're there already. So.
Well, I am there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying we don't have to
it's
worry
practice.
about that.
It's just practice.
If Kirkland Water wants to come at me and say, hey, we'll give you a free case of water every week,
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'm listening.
Definitely.
What kind of interviews are you doing?
Well, of course, I'm always still on TV, on the news and whatnot. I've been doing a couple of podcasts in different cities as well too. I've been working with like a few different alcohol companies as well too. So
Ooh.
yeah, it's just a whole bunch.
For what? Who and for what?
I work with Sovereign Brands. That's the same brand that Rick Ross owns. And so I'm working specifically with what's that? Jayaun. Jayaun is a cognac liqueur. And what else? And in the Bel Air. They've been sending me some Bel Air as well too. And then of course I'm still working with Coca-Cola and whatnot. So yeah, I've been doing a lot these last few years actually. A lot.
Yeah, did everything did going on Hell's Kitchen really do a boost for you, or would you be doing all this kind of stuff and getting these kinds of opportunities without it?
I think regardless, I think I still would have got them just because of the type of name that I built for myself at audience. I can definitely say Hell's Kitchen also, gave some extra perks and whatnot, but half of the time I don't even talk about it no more.
Well, you weren't on there for a terribly long time.
Yeah, no, so.
Because you unfortunately,
yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about any of that?
Yeah, we can. Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you got sick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can talk about that.
No.
are there still NDAs that you have to follow with that
I
stuff?
haven't talked to them in a minute, so
Because it was so long ago.
yeah, exactly.
But like, if you brought something up, is the door open for you to do any kind of TV shows? Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Actually, it's been a few other shows and producers that reached out to me that wants to do stuff. It's just all about timing, when it can happen, and when all that casting stuff goes on. But yeah, it's been a few.
wait a minute, what's
actually.
getting in the way?
Well, you know,
Would you not put everything on hold to try and go do some kind of show like that again?
yeah, no, especially if it takes more.
No,
than like,
you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. If it takes longer than like 2-3 days, or I say 2 to a week, then no, I wouldn't do it. Just because the money had to make sense for sure, and the opportunity would definitely have to make sense for sure as well too. But other than that, no, I wouldn't.
No way.
Yeah, especially a reality show. Like, definitely no more reality cooking shows or reality TV whatsoever.
Why not?
Cause it's for the drama, it's for the ratings.
All right,
you know?
what kind of shows are you talking about? Like, which ones?
If I would do shows, it's gonna be like a Guy's Grocery Games, Beat Bobby Flay, Chop, something like that. Like, it's gonna be straight up for the cooking, straight up to where you can get this filmed and recorded within a day or a few days.
So you wouldn't do so. Obviously, Hell's Kitchen, I love. That's my favorite. I love that show.
Yeah.
Real talk, I do have a man crush on Gordon Ramsay, but who doesn't? Like, that dude's just the best.
Yeah.
Anything he does, I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Next Level Chef.
Yeah.
Like, do you watch that? Do you watch any shows?
I don't watch as many as what I used to, but if I do tune in to Guy's Grocery Games, and then his other show, Tournament of Champions. I tune into that because the Tournament of Champions is a lot of very well-known chefs around America that's doing things. So it's like I've been actually getting back into watching cooking shows to use that as like a study time for myself, because for the longest, like, I ain't gonna say I convinced myself, because I really do be busy, but it'd be like, oh, I'm too busy to even watch like cooking shows, or I wanted a break from cooking whenever I got home.
Okay.
But now I'm getting back into like that pocket of like, it's time to, expand, even more, to expand the palate, expand the cooking range even more, even though I've been doing it a long time. But it's always something new to learn in the culinary game. And, it's always, I always say it's a lot of chefs, that's doing better than me or know more than me that may not be known. So I better be learning out here as much as I can.
Who are some of the, like, more well-known chefs in the Kansas City area? Are they rivals of yours? Do you have rivals? Do you have chef rivalries?
I don't have no rivals at all. So Sauce, my place Sauce, we're actually right next to Corvino's Supper Club. So I've been paying attention more and more of Michael Corvino and what he has going on over there. I like Noka. It's like a fairly new restaurant down on, I want to say, like, it's not on Main Street, but it's kind of in between Main Street and Gillum. Yeah, so I've been paying attention to a lot of what they have going on. I've been seeing different chefs do like pop-ups. Oh, and I got like real cool with this cannabis Chef Travis Peterson. He goes by the Nomad Cook. So I've been doing a lot of infused cooking within like the last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of infused cooking. So learning about that.
All right, so you again before the podcast said you have stopped partaking in the marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna cook with it?
But now I cook with it. Yeah, now I cook with it.
And so how does that work as far as like tasting it? Like taste as you cook. Like if you quit smoke, if you quit the.
It's actually a lot easier than what it seems to be, because it's still basic cooking. Like, I'm cooking a recipe and then I may just infuse. So like, let's say like I got like a short rib dish with some potatoes and a vegetable. With a sauce, I'm gonna infuse the sauce. So I'm just making the sauce taste good to where it needs to be, and then I infuse it at the last minute just to give it that pop and whatnot. So
how are you infusing it?
It's usually with a fat, because THC the terpenes and all that, it sticks to fat, even in your body. So actually, like, say if, okay, you were coming to one of our dinners that we were having, if you were to smoke before you came to the dinner to eat, you actually delay the process. But let's say you stopped and you got a cheeseburger from my spot, you giving your body some extra fat in it. So now that THC and those terpenes are sticking to that fat in your body, then it'll be able to hit you. So the best way is to infuse it with the fat. So olive oil, some beef tallow, maybe butter, of course, different things like that, and then use it from that point on. So I always look for like the easiest thing for to be able to infuse it with.
All right. So if you're cooking with marijuana, how do you know what proper dosage is used and how it's getting mixed? Like, is it getting mixed evenly? And if so, how do you know? And if not, like, are some people they think they're getting 10 milligrams and they end up getting like 75 milligrams?
No, it's the amount that you put in it. So like with his scale that he's teaching me about, and I've been learning a lot about it because I'm actually going to start traveling. We actually got a 420 tour that we're going to do. Yeah, so his scale is 1 through 5. 1 being 10 milligrams. And so this scale, these numbers, the milligrams, I'm telling you, is throughout all of the courses and whatnot. So everybody each individually is, they tell which doses they want. So 1 being 10, 2 being 20, 3 being 25, 4 being 50, and 5 being 100 milligrams. And that's throughout each 4 courses. Like all together, you'll get 100 milligrams in that. So after knowing what, each person wants.
That seems like a lot. 100 milligrams?
100 milligrams within all 4 courses. So it's not going to be like first course 100 milligrams, second course 100 milligrams, third course 100 milligrams, fourth course 100 milligrams. It's going to be divided up to get that.
I don't know much about this, but I would assume you get pretty high. And then 15 minutes later, you get even higher. Yeah. And then 15 minutes later, you get even higher. Yeah, and then eventually, you're like, oh, my God, I'm too high. How do I get down? How do I get down?
Yeah, you feel real good when you leave there. A lot of people, they love it because it's, that good food as well, too. And so, just that, like I said, going back to that fat and, it's sticking to that, it just helps mellow you out. So it's not as bad as what one would think. Because a lot of people, the first dinners that they come to, they think, oh, man, 100 milligrams throughout the whole thing is going to fuck me up,
That's what it sounds like.
But you're going to leave high for sure, but it's going to be a much more smooth, like, chill high. Like, you're going to be like, you know what? I want to go binge watch some TV shows or something like that and chill out. So
what are you supposed to go do after this dinner? You guys don't provide me any entertainment? I have to all of a sudden provide entertainment for myself after you just threw me to another universe?
Maybe... I'll probably introduce like some type of
that mic a little bit more.
Yeah, something I might introduce is like maybe a seductive massage afterwards.
Thanks, I like you.
We'll see.
But I don't want you to massage me.
This is for the ladies only.
Well, what am I gonna do? Just say watch you rub my girl?
You see what I'm saying? A lot of people are into that, aren't they?
They are, but I'm high. Yeah. I don't think I'm into that right now.
That is funny.
I'm into getting some more ice right now. Let me get some more ice so I can get myself another drink.
For sure.
And you got to do it right in front of the mic. So we'll get you there.
Okay.
What were we talking about? So you're infusing.
Yes.
So that sounds cool. You're just going around the country and dosing people up?
So I'm definitely about to start traveling more with it. We got our 420 tour, which is...
what is that?
We're going to stop in St. Paul, Minnesota. Then we're heading over...
When?
That is February. I said February. February just passed. April 17th, we're going to be headed to St. Paul, Minnesota. Then we fly back here to Kansas City. Then we have the dinner on the 19th. And then as soon as we're done with that, we're flying to Seattle. And then doing the actual 420 dinner there. What other places we got? I'll be hitting Canada this year as well too with him. That's originally where he's from. He stays in Phoenix now. But I'll be doing Calgary and Edmonton. Where else am I going with him? Phoenix. Phoenix will be coming up.
So what exactly, like, how are you setting this up? Is it
So
in somebody's house? Like, how does this work?
So he either finds venues, restaurants, or Airbnbs to do it out of. Somewhere that definitely has a kitchen. He's in, like, we'll be doing.
This is a whole new business.
Yeah, I want
Like,
to say, yeah,
The Nomad Cook,
the Nomad Cook. Mm-hmm.
and he's just really just going around
Yeah.
all over the country and just
Mm-hmm.
doing marijuana infused
Yes.
dinners for people all over the place, and that's how
Yeah, and
he
it's
makes
like,
his living.
Yep, and it's literally like
What a dream! What a dream!
Right.
America.
Yeah.
America. This is like the kind of shit you can do in this country.
Exactly.
There's so many different ways to make a living and to live your dream, and to know that there's a dude out there traveling North America,
Right.
making marijuana infused dinners and meals for people, and that's how
Definitely.
he pays his bills and makes
Yep.
probably a pretty good fun living.
Definitely.
What a dream!
Yep.
Oh, can I start life over? How do I, like, God, if you're out there, or creator of the simulation theory, is there some way I can just start over at a certain point, knowing what I know now, and just do things a little bit different? Wow, there's so many fun ways to go through life.
It's amazing. It's definitely amazing.
You're doing it right, man.
Yeah, Toronto. That'll be another spot where I'll be going to this year. And I've been wanting to go to Toronto, man. I hear they have some of the most friendliest, fun women out there too. So, just in some spare time for some fun for me, I'm gonna go out fishing. I'm gonna go fishing in the sea.
It must be, yeah, what's it like as a young single man going around traveling?
I love it, man. It's
What are you doing for fun when you're not like doing your cooking stuff?
When I'm not cooking, I'm definitely well, of course, I work out like frequently, at least 4 days a week. I've been slacking these past
That's
month.
right. I was laughing at you when I first met you because you said you wanted to be a running back.
Of course, man, definitely. I still do. If I could, get my chance with the Chiefs, at least the practice squad, I'll do it for sure.
There's no way. You're way too small.
Hey, Clyde is like the same height as me, actually.
Height is not
Yeah.
the same thing.
Listen, all I need to do is bulk up, eat some more protein, do some protein powder, spend a little bit more time in the gym. I think a practice squad spot could open up for me for sure.
Yeah, get some Mexican supplements.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, just in some of my free time, I definitely like spending time alone first and foremost, just recharging. Since my career, requires me to please other people, being in front of other people all the time, making sure they're good rather
exhausting.
than myself. Yeah, it's definitely exhausting. I love going out to a nice bar. Especially bars that people don't know about. Like I went to this spot last night, Jim's Alley Bar, and it was really in the alley.
Where is that? I've heard of that one.
That's on it's on 19th Street, right by 19th and Locust. We just gonna call it 19th and Locust, and they're by Border Brewing Company.
Yeah.
So it's the alley there.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of people. Well, I guess like it's popular under scenes, but like. Dude, it was like the coolest place ever. I know for me, I could take a few different women there, and they ain't gonna, know what hit them and whatnot. I ain't
That's
never gonna
right.
tell them the name. I like going to a nice bar where typically a girl hasn't been before,
Me too.
or I know that they don't typically go there. So then I can actually get my, my time off and have some good time and, bring another one back. And
The spot for me where I always take if I'm trying to impress a gal
Where's that?
and take her, to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Green Lady Lounge.
Green Lady Lounge is very nice. It's very nice.
That is the spot. If they've never been to any kind of
Mm-hmm.
place like that, that is a panty dropper, boys.
And it's so dark. It's so
It's
dark.
dark.
It's like it's moody for
It's
sure.
red.
Mm-hmm.
The drinks are good.
Yes.
The music and vibe.
I love it there.
That's
actually.
that's the spot.
That's one of mine too. One of my low key spots too, man. I'm gonna have to give you some more so you can, have a little rotation of spots that you can take them around to. But oh man, I like if I'm a girl that is looking for like a wine vibe, because I do love drinking wine as well too.
Tavernova or what was it?
Tannin.
Tannin. That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
you think of tannin.
Yeah.
Sellaway Wine. Sellaway Wine is right past the river. It's on the Northland. It's not like deep, it's literally right past. And that's a self-service wine bar.
Okay.
Yeah, they give you like these little passports and whatnot. I think I actually got mine with me. Yeah, little wine passports that you have. And so right here. You just go and you go stick this card inside like the slot that they have. Your name will pop up on there, and then they do like 1 ounce, 3 ounce, and 7 ounce pours there. I always took a girl there, and she's never been there before, and it's, oh my God, I love it. And then then I end up seeing like they'll go back with like some of their friends and whatnot. I'm like, okay, because matter of fact, oh my goodness,
Kansas City's got some good spots for single dudes to take women.
They do.
Kansas City is not bad. It gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
A lot of times these magazines will say like they're in the top 50 worst city. We're high up in the top 50 of the worst cities for dating.
For sure.
Like, what are you talking about?
For sure. No, I think So what
it's
is
so easy. I dated Charles's mom. Got him.
I think it is the that is crazy. I think it's the generation. I think it's like my generation, and the younger it gets, like that's where the horrible dating comes in. Because I'll be honest, like dating for me is very horrible. Like, so
Okay.
I only look more so for, I ain't gonna say like, I ain't gonna make myself sound like a bad person, for them one-off nights or things like that. But
You're a busy man.
yeah, I just look to who just want to have some fun, for whether it's a few
Maybe
months
the
or
girlfriend
things like that.
experience for
Yeah,
a short period of time.
I'm not about to. Every time like I've tried to go all in with something and really date, I always got to deal with both of like the last two situationships that I was in. It was always an ex that I had to deal with. And I'm the good boy with the bright future, and he treats me well and everything. But it's the toxic ex that, well, let me just go, because I'm used to this, and maybe this is too good to be true. And it's like, okay, I'm not about to keep dealing with that. So it was two situationships that probably wasted like a year and some change on, and I'm like, I'm not.
A toxic ex can really fucking do you in.
Oh my goodness, you're always gonna lose. I've come to the conclusion that you're always gonna lose when it comes to that, and I'm not battling nobody. If you want that, go ahead and have it. I'm gonna just go down the street and find somebody else for real. So yeah, I don't even look to date that serious here no more. I've dated more so outside the city than here, actually.
That's very wise of you. I think I tell people this all the time, for what it's worth, nothing, I guess. But like somebody who's chasing a dream, you have to be selfish for a little bit, because you have to achieve that. You have to work super, super hard, and you have to dedicate so much of your time to yourself.
For sure.
It's not fair to yourself to have to dedicate that spare time, which you really don't have, on someone else. And so it's so much easier to just not get involved with that.
For sure.
And not lead any woman on, or and then get, waste her time or your time.
And waste money.
Yeah.
Because I done wasted a lot of money.
Yeah, that's just part of life, though.
Yeah.
You can't be worried. You can't be mad about spending money on these gals. That's just a part of life. I know it sucks. Hey, try getting divorced with kids and getting screwed. Yeah. That's some waste of money. I promise you, I've wasted way more money than you. Way more.
I went to Mexico with took a girl to Mexico, and she ended up telling me she was still in love with her ex out there.
Yeah, but you went to Mexico. It's a good time.
Fuck her.
It's a good time.
Never again. Never again. That's really why I don't take girls on trips no more either. Like, unless we're going 50-50 now. Because I paid for that whole thing. I would never forget
just
about
for them
that.
to tell you I'm into my ex now.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I really don't get too overly fixated with the spin, because we do have to create memories, and memories do last a lifetime. And even though say that was a bad memory, it's a lesson learned as well. And I take all my lessons to the chin. I accept, like, one of my biggest sayings that I always tell people is like to embrace failure, because if you don't know how to fail, you'll never know how to bounce out of it. And a lot of people don't know how to bounce out of failure. They go into these depressions and these different modes and whatnot, and I've been there before, and it's like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. It just taught me how to fight out of it. So
it's hard fighting out of that.
it is. It definitely is. It takes a lot for sure, and you gotta be a strong individual.
Yeah. You gotta be strong as hell to get through this life.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't no joke. All right, so getting back onto the TV show stuff.
Yeah.
you would only do like a day long, 2-day long type thing. So like if Next Level Chef or Hell's Kitchen said we want some of the former could have beens,
Probably wouldn't do it.
that's crazy to me.
I probably wouldn't do it.
Why?
Not at
Oh, that's
all.
so crazy.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it.
The opportunity that you would probably get if you get to go far, right?
The only way that I would do it would, I don't know. I probably really wouldn't do it. I was just talking to one of my chef mentors about this the other day, and I was telling him I wouldn't do it and how he's been approached by different shows, and because really all of them realistically look for the drama. And so for me, I know with my personality and the person that I am, they gonna want me to be the bad boy. Not that I have a problem with it, but it's gonna be more so that conflict, like, okay, create the drama, create the conflict, talk shit about this person, talk shit about that person. And that's just never who I've been as a person. So it'd be hard for me to, well, you know what? Because I always said I wanted to get into acting. Maybe I will go back on to a show like that with the persona of like, you know what, I'm about to fuck shit up. So
Yeah.
I am going to cause, havoc or things like that. I think the only way I will go back, it depends on the mindset that I am in at the time. If I'm
You
in
could
a
go
good
into
mental
it as
state,
Chef Jayuan.
right, and then so that people really don't know who I am.
Yeah,
but,
you just
yeah.
change it up a little bit.
This is my alter ego. Yep, there we go. We thinking the same. So yeah, no. If I'm like in a good mental headspace, then which I've been in for like the longest period of time, in an amazing headspace. So I mean, who's to say that I actually wouldn't or would go back on? But my first thought is always no. There's always no, yeah. But if it's like literally, like I said, if it's like a Guy's Grocery Games, a Chopped, a Beat Bobby Flay, I'm going with the quickness for sure too, because it's also like, especially like a Beat Bobby Flay, because I feel like it's time to, you go head to head with another chef, but then you go head to head with him. Like, I think if you go on, and win that's like something crazy. Like I can
That
walk
is
around
cool.
saying, yeah, I beat Bobby Flay. Or I do love Guy Fieri shows as well too, because I like him as a person.
I like him.
Yeah, he is actually truly amazing person. Like, he don't know who I am, but I've met him one time before. And you could tell he was actually genuine. He's actually talking to people. He didn't have like that celebrity persona. And then just from watching other people talk about him, it's always genuine. Like, even one of my mentors who met him, like, he was just saying how like friendly he was to him, to the students and everything, and the questions that he was asking them. So he's a person one of his shows I would definitely love to go to, for sure. And I think like he's the one that's taking over the Food Network these days, actually. Like, dude has, I want to even say like more than just those two shows. He got to probably have like three, maybe four, but I think he got like 3 different shows.
Why don't you reach out to Guy Fieri and or his team or whatever and just be like, hey, I'd love to battle him. I'd love to come on the show.
I can, so it's actually easier said than done. So since Hell's Kitchen, what I will say is like all these different casting companies, they always reach out, like you send emails and whatnot. Like I've gotten text messages and emails, hey, we're casting for Cobra Kai, we need background people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, things like that. I just haven't done anything like that yet, but like really soon.
Will you start forwarding those to me and I'll go as your place?
I got you. For real. Like I literally get a text every week from one of these companies, because they got me in a database right now. And so literally it's just always different shows that they're casting for, and it's like, oh, we need
Can I
extras.
just show up with your ID?
Yeah, go ahead. I think we could pass for one another.
I'll put a hat and a mask on.
Yeah, all you got to do is just say that you just got sunburnt or something like that.
I'll say I just got done doing whiteface.
Yeah, So yeah, no, we can do something like that for sure. But yeah, no, I get all these different emails from these casting companies, and it's people all the time that's asking for stuff. It's never been nothing that I've really been interested in, because it's been like barbecue shows or like a baking show. Of course, then I got this other one that does like TV shows, Netflix shows and whatnot. One of the ones that I should have reached out to was The Bear. They was casting for that,
that
for
would've been a fun
background
one.
people, but
Cousin.
Right. I didn't do that one just because I think and that was like in the middle of the football season. Football season was about to start, and so that's like my prime time period of working right there. So where I gotta collect those coins, but like something right now. If it was like if the bear was reaching out for like things like that, oh yeah, I'll definitely do it right now because this is I ain't necessarily saying it's a slow period, but like my schedule isn't as hectic from when the football season comes. From football season here, I'm getting text messages like every single day from random players. Sometimes, hey, can you come cook for me? Or hey, my girl's having some family over. Or, hey, it's my birthday, and so. Those are like the times I don't pass up and I really like lock into that season because it's like, okay, there's good money here, good money there, good money there. And I know like by the end of those months, like it's very rewarding.
What's your favorite thing to cook right now?
Favorite thing to cook right now? I'm into making a lot of different fried rices actually.
Oh, we're just talking about
Yeah,
that.
I know. You say you ain't even into it.
I'm not into fried rice.
Yeah, no, I love. It's like that was the first thing I started eating as a kid was Chinese food. And so I don't know if I told you this. So growing up, I did not eat frozen food. I did not eat cereal. I was not the traditional kid. I always made my grandma or my mom buy me Chinese food like every single day.
You're an expensive little kid.
I definitely was. Like, you remember when, like, back in the day when Red Lobster was like fine dining to everybody, and then like out of nowhere it just stopped being fine dining.
I worked at Red Lobster for a while.
My go-to order was the Ultimate Feast. So the most expensive thing on the menu, every time we went, that's what I had to have.
That's, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like a $50 plate.
Yeah. And that's what I order every single time. And fortunately enough, and like my mom or grandma didn't have money like that. So for them to do that for me was like really amazing. I always look back on that like, I was really very fortunate, like so fortunate for them to do the things that they did, especially with me being such a picky eater. And I would try to go on like these spurts of being a normal kid and like, you know, hey, I want some pizza rolls or hey, I want to try some cereal or I want some noodles. Ramen noodles was like the only thing that I could eat, but I would still go on seasons of eating those. So it'd be like I could eat them for like a month or so and then I wouldn't eat them for like 3-4 months or so, and then I could go back on it. And so like I'm still the same way now.
Wow.
But I can enjoy them a lot more now that I'm spending my own money on things. A lot of that is changing. Like shoot, I'm over here thinking about having to go grocery shop because I've been eating out too much lately.
Where do you like to would you rather cook for yourself or go out to eat?
I would rather go out to eat.
Where do you like to go? Like, where's your spots lately? What's
my all-time favorite spot if I'm not working is this hibachi grill called Siki. It's out in Lee Summit.
Lee Summit?
Yeah, you know about Siki?
Oh yeah, I know. There's not a place in Lee Summit I haven't eaten.
Okay, Siki is like my favorite all-time spot to go eat. Like I can eat Siki, no lie, like 3 to 4 times a week. 3 to 4 times a week, and I'll be fully satisfied because it's always enough to eat there. So this is I got a whole system when I go there and eat. I'll eat the vegetables, and I'll cover that with like some yellow sauce, some yum sauce. I eat all the vegetables and just a little bit of rice, but I take all the protein and the rice home. So then that gives me like 2 to 3 more meals. So I go to, I like hibachi because I break it off into a lot of different meals. I also do the same thing at Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A, I specifically go order the 30-count nugget. It's typically $17. A lot of people don't know that, $17, $18. I'll get a large mac and cheese, and I'll get the fries well too. I'll probably spend like anywhere between $24 to $30 there. And so what I'll do is with that 30-count nugget, I'll break that up into like 3 to 4 meals. I'll get a little bit of mac and cheese. I always eat my fries the first day there, of course, and I won't touch the mac and cheese the first day. But then like from the rest of the days on, I'm picking out a few of the nuggets, a little bit of the mac and cheese, and then I'll eat that as a meal. Come back, later the next day, okay, I got the dinner from that, and then the next day I got my lunch from that, and then, okay, think about it all over again. So I do things like that to when I do eat, how can I stretch this out for sure. And I'm still a big like fast food eater. Like I know as bad as that sound, but I love like going to Wendy's and getting the $5 biggie bag, $5.57 every time. I know that number, $5.57 junior bacon cheeseburger, $5 biggie bag with the 4-count nuggets and fries, Sprite, light ice. Oh yeah, you can't beat that for the $5.57 every time. It's like perfect there.
I love me some Wendy's.
Yeah.
I get spicy chicken with chili instead of fries and a Frosty instead of a drink.
See, yeah, you think it's listen, we see eye to eye. But outside of
I eat it too much. I eat it way too much too. It's so good to me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Especially in the winter time. That's a perfect winter meal.
It is. That actually is like perfect.
Yeah.
Especially with that hot chili and then the Frosties, like it's a balance.
Yeah.
See, you think of balance.
With
and that's how
with the spicy chicken. It's all hot. I'm cold. I want to get hot a little bit.
For sure. Outside of Siki, Hibachi Grills, I do love ramen bars. I like to go to Boru Ramen Bar or Chuology. Those two, I could typically, stretch that out in like two, especially Boru. Boru, I always get like extra noodles on that as well too. So I stretch that out in like 2 meals. And then
I'm a Vietnam cafe kind of guy.
Yeah, I've never been there yet, actually. Have not been there yet.
Shit.
Have not been there yet.
When are you free? Let's go.
No, we could definitely do that. We could definitely do that.
So good.
Yeah. I've heard so many good things about them, actually. So many good things.
Yeah.
It's still a few places in Kansas City that I haven't been to that I definitely need to go try for sure.
There's another one I like. Bear Me Thai. It's on. It's right by Up Down in Town Tombic.
Okay.
Down Crossroads area.
Yeah, and that's exactly where I live, right down the street from that area.
It's good. Oh, if you like Thai food,
I do.
It's so good.
Thailand is actually on my destination trip. I was gonna go this year, but I think it's gonna end up being a next year trip that I planned for myself for my birthday. Typically, I go on a birthday trip, but I couldn't go this year.
By yourself? You want some more?
Yeah, let's do it. I couldn't go. Feel me halfway up. I couldn't go on a birthday trip this year because I just bought a new truck, so I had to pay for the rip off tax for that, which was $26.50 just for some tax.
Charles, you want some whiskey?
Okay, appreciate it.
And I just bought a dog for myself too.
Oh, I've seen you on social media.
Yeah,
prancing that little thing around. I'm like, what is he doing?
I'm a dog dad. It's gonna get big.
Dad, get out of here.
It's a cane corso, so it's gonna be a 100-pound dog.
I can't believe you'd get a dog as much traveling and how busy you are.
My family, especially my mom, that's one of my mom's favorite dogs. Then my little sisters and my cousin, they are like very, very, very adamant about dog sitting for me, and like they wanted me to also do that just so that they can, they wouldn't necessarily have to have a dog, but they knew that they can always come to my house to play with them. And my cousin was writing me last night when I was out at 3 a.m. taking him outside. Like, I miss him already. I'm like, well, yeah, go ahead and pick him up. The puppy stage is just the worst. Like all this whining and
shitting all over the place.
Yeah, like he's been doing good on that. It's the pissing, so I unfortunately, like, my puppy, he caught a rare case of what they call puppy strangles, and it's otherly known as like juvenile cellulitis, and it basically makes like their mouth swollen and gives them
more
like
up on that mic.
Their mouth swollen and like lesions, pimples and whatnot. And so pretty much
kids can get that shit too.
Yeah, which I heard. And he ended up catching that. So like he's been on steroids for like the last week or so, helping that get better. So like they were saying he's gonna be hungrier and then he's gonna have a lot more accidents and whatnot. So yeah, now he's freaking pissing just like randomly and whatnot. That's been making me mad.
I love dogs. I would love to have a dog, but I like to travel sometimes, and I have kids. I'm divorced, so I have them on the weekends. So that's a ton of responsibility. Like, I just don't want any more responsibility other than my kids. So when I don't have them, it's nice to do whatever I want and not have to worry about another responsibility. If I want to go out of town, I don't have to worry about taking care of it.
Yeah, I'm about to put them into dog school here soon, actually. Definitely about to do that. Yeah, I'm really a freaking, that's why I consider myself a dog dad now.
Get out of here. Any real parent is like, you're not a dad, you're just a dog owner.
Man, listen, they're like kids.
No, they're not.
The only thing they don't do,
and kids, they're nothing to like.
They just don't talk all day. That's it. But they're expensive. Shit, that vet trip that I went to, golly.
You got no idea. Don't have kids if you think a dog's expensive.
I genuinely don't want kids till I'm about the age of 35.
Yeah.
28 now, so yeah, no, I got some time right now. About 7 years. 7 years is what I'm giving myself. 33 is like the earliest, but I'm really like I want to hold off to 35 because it's still young, you know.
What are you trying to do with your career? Are you trying to be a famous TV chef? Are you trying to be a chef that has a Michelin star or 3 somewhere? Are you trying to get out of Kansas City? Or like, there's so many different options that you can do and go off into. Like, do you have a future plan of what you ultimately would love to accomplish?
Yes. So me and my business partner, we essentially want more so of a restaurant group. So a restaurant group, and what that sense is like, okay, we could talk about Red Lobster again. And Red Lobster and Olive Garden, they're owned by a company named Darden. Exactly. So what we are looking to do is to become Darden ourselves. Here in Kansas, of course, starting in Kansas City, but definitely branching out to different areas. And then like, I definitely like the content side of the chef things is what I'm gonna definitely get back into coming this year as well too. I got off of that for like the last year and a half, just dealing with other stuff and life things and focusing more so on the financial things and making sure, you know, I pull myself back up in different areas and whatnot. But that's one of the biggest areas I'm going to get back into as well too, because what I really don't be noticing is that how many people do love me for my personality and want me for my personality. Yeah. And it's something that I really finally like accepted last year, like after going through I call it a healing stage, facing like some of my old traumas and things like that, and really just getting some answers, for myself. So definitely, finally getting out of that. Definitely not just the ordinary content chef, but no, I definitely look to build on partnerships with more companies. Like Coca-Cola has been one of my biggest supporters lately, especially during football season. We partner and do different things.
They're so big and you're so not big. You know what I mean? No offense, but like compared to what they are and the type of people you see them working with, like how did you get a relationship or work with? How were you able to work with Coca-Cola?
They found me.
Really?
Yeah, they found me. Just how Hell's Kitchen found me. Hell's Kitchen reached out to me. I didn't reach out to them. And that was another thing. So a lot of these companies and people find me and they love me for me. And I mean, you've known me for some time now. I don't act like anything I'm not. You see me on Instagram, I post a few videos driving, singing the songs, or cracking a few jokes and things like that, and that's what they truly love, is like that.
Okay, I think that's where why you should maybe consider doing one of those shows, is because I don't think they want you to be the bad boy, because you just said they love you for you and everybody else loves you for you. So if you went on there, just did yourself, be yourself, and cooked mean food like you're capable of doing, and then tried to win it. Like when you get down to like the final 4 or 5 people in these shows, I'm a huge I know
you're a fanatic.
I'm a fanatic about these shows. Like I know what's going on. They're not like toxic people.
Yeah, no.
They're like, we're the legit ones. All that drama's for the people that suck. Mm-hmm. Like they're mid. Like they can only have they get to their plateau
and then they fall off.
They'll never get past that.
Yeah.
But they get, I'm going to show you, Gordon. You should never have got me off third.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
definitely.
All right, bitch.
I should have, I always go back and think sometimes, like, should I have created a scene? Should I have talked a little shit so I could have been even remember more? But
well, you just got unfortunate with getting sick.
No, for sure. Definitely, that was like the biggest thing for me. And like,
I don't know that people know the story, because I think we had to cut. I think we cut that out.
We did. Something that I, finally like kind of revealed to people, like even some of my closest friends. So when I did go film for that show, which, we about to go back and talk about. So you remember I was just telling you, I was went to Mexico with a girl, and that's when she ended up revealing that she was still in love with her ex. that was weeks before I went to go film for that show.
Oh shit.
So imagine, okay, finding that out, and then you get back, and then, we're not so cool no more, and then I get to go on this show, and I'm 23, so I still got my teenage emotions and, things like that.
How long were you with this gal?
We were dealing with each other for about a year at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, about a year.
She waited a year and a trip to Mexico to let you know that she's still into her ex?
Mm-hmm. And
she was banging her ex the whole time she was with you.
Definitely, probably so, for real.
No, probably. I'm letting you know now.
Definitely. So, during that time, when I went to that show, I was also heartbroken during that time. So that's all I was thinking about as well, too, on top of, just the show antics as well, too. So my head was never really, I mentally checked out the first day that I was there just because I was never there. And so did you understand what kind of opportunity that could have been for you at that time? Did you know it it kind of sounds like you kind of pissed it away. I always tell people.
Subconsciously, did you know do you realize now what you were kind of?
For sure, I tell everybody, and that's why I'm very hard on people when it comes to dating as well too. Like, one strike, you're out with me. Realist, I try to still do the 3 strike, but one strike, you're out. Like, I read the red flags. I'm not about to waste my time. And that's why I even say, like, shit, I'm not even about to waste my money no more. With shit like that, because in one of the biggest moments in my career, love got in the way. I'm gonna just be honest for what it was. Like, love got in the way. And so now that's why I'm so hard on women, or even with myself when it comes to dating, because in the height of that moment, this is what held me back. And that's what honestly, also held me back, on top of, getting sick and whatnot. But no, like, I really was like heartbroken during that time, and I wasn't me, when I went on that show. And like, even then, I didn't want to really be friendly with anybody else or talk to anybody else, because that's who I had wanted, and I knew I invested that time. And so, now looking back at it,
how
all the time,
dumb are we when we're young?
Oh my goodness, very dumb.
Oh, I wasted all that time. It was a year.
Yeah.
From 22 to 23, such an inconsequential part of your life over the grand scheme of things. But at that point, it's so important, and it makes sense. Your brain's not fully formed yet. You've only been out on your own for a couple years. Life is coming at you from all these different ways. All of a sudden now you got Hell's Kitchen, a huge opportunity for you. And then the girl you probably thought you were in love with is like, yo, I like homeboy. Sorry. Thanks for Mexico.
No, for sure. So
good luck with Gordon.
Yeah, I definitely, I'm not wasting no more. And I'm not saying, like, dating these days is wasting time, but I'm not going to waste no more time and energy into the wrong things without reading it the right way. Now looking back on it, I always think like, damn, if I didn't deal with that, I would have been in a different mental space going into that show. The motivation that I was trying to pull for myself during that time when I was even leaving to go off and film the show was, I kept listening to the song Kanye West and T-Pain, Good Life, and in that part where, like, I'm gonna get on this TV, mama, I'm gonna shut shit down. That was the motivation I was trying to pull. Like, okay, I finally did something. It's for my mama. This is, let me get there. So that's where I was trying to pull that motivation from. But it was just hard to, just like what you said. Our minds fully aren't developed at that age, and I couldn't get myself out there. And then going on the shows, like, okay, man, this is really drama bait. This is real. Because I also, because I think I told you that as well, too. Like, I never watched Hell's Kitchen before I went on that show.
Yeah, you told me that. I was get out of here. Why would you not?
Yeah, never watched
Why would you not do that and, like, figure out some strategy?
Yeah, never watched Hell's Kitchen because in my mind, it was never there. Never, ever, ever there. And that's being 100% honest.
No, I believe you.
Yeah.
I just don't understand
Yeah.
how somebody thinks like that. Because I don't think, like, I'm a game strategist.
Yeah.
If I find out I don't know, if you invite me to go play pickleball tomorrow, I've never played pickleball. I'm going to get on YouTube and figure out just like some tips and techniques. Because I'm competitive and I want to know how to win.
Now that's me for sure. I stay on Google. I stay on YouTube. But even then, you know, once again, being that wide-eyed 23-year-old, I was, you know, oh, this is just about the cooking, you know, let me just go and make sure, you know, I cook the best that I can cook. And, you know, yeah, that's just really what it was, like just going on there.
Because you made some kind of gumbo or something. Was your
it
first?
Was etouffee, which
Etouffee.
Even then, you know, I was just, oh my goodness, I was doing this cooking demo at Too Light like a few weeks ago. And it's so funny because the event coordinator there, we were talking, you know, for a few weeks about it, and then he finally hit me up, and he was like, he was asking some questions, and so I was telling him what I was gonna cook, but then he ended up calling me back like 5 minutes later. He was like, Chef Jay, why haven't you told me who you really are? I'm like, what you talking about? He was like, I just got on Google and Googled your name, and all these articles pulled up about you and who you are, and then you were on Hell's Kitchen and all of this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm just really, you know, modest about it because it was just a small traffic bump, you know, in my career at this point. But he played that beginning, you know, signature dish episode and whatnot. And, you know, I was the best. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna tell you the best thing about that now. Even when I was sitting there and, you know, the people at Too Light was watching that, they even, you know, sparked something in me and encouraged me. They was like, dude, you were only 23. I didn't even expect you, you know, to even, you know, not necessarily be that good, but it was like, you can make mistakes, you know. And then other chefs, they also brought me out of like the time period. I mean, because I told you, you know, how like down I was during that time, and even after it aired and whatnot. Even a lot of bigger chefs kept coming to me and was like, dude, you're 23 years old. You were 23 years old at that time. You weren't supposed to go there and just be this expert. And you see how everybody else wasn't experts at that time. And that was my mindset because of the path that I was on. You know, even when we met, it was like, okay, I was already doing amazing things. I was working with athletes, celebrities, different things like that. So my thing was like, dang, well, you know, people think, you know, I was a shitty chef and I couldn't cook and whatnot. And I was in my head about that for the longest of like, man, you know, everybody's always going to think, or when they see that, they're going to be like, you know, he's not that good and whatnot. Or even the students that I go mentor, when I tell them, oh, I was on Hell's Kitchen, when they finally go watch it, what they even think like, oh, no, he sucks, you know, something like that. But everybody always came back to me with, dude, like, one, you were 23, you were young. Two, you made it to a national TV show. That's just amazing as what it is right there. Like, you need to be proud of that. But I never seen that. I didn't see it from that point of view because my mind works in a different way of just like, I wanted to be this flawless chef.
Of course.
Yeah, and so I got too fixated on being that flawless chef and being this person that was just already so amazing that
you got checked.
Yeah, I sent myself into, you know, something as well. And I needed it, and that now is one of my favorite lessons. Yeah, you know, it's still I think more so now.
So then why don't you want to get back on there and have a redemption?
Because once again, I'm not into the drama. But for you,
don't have to be in the drama.
listen, for you, if they ever reach out to me and come back to it, I'm gonna do it not just for you, but you're gonna be the main person that I think of first. And you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
You have
just for
to
that
do it.
reason.
I was watching. Okay. I like I said, I love all the Gordon Ramsay ones. I just watched. There's a show called Top Chef. I'm sure you know of it.
Yep.
I just watched a whole season. I binge watched one of the latest seasons, and they got down to like the final 3 or 4, and one of the chef, like one of the judges, like the main dude, he's made it. He's made his career. He's the big name dude, and he was having dinner with the other big name dude, judge, and one of the contestants, and the contestant was like, would you have done this at my age? Like sacrificed what you're saying you would have to sacrifice some time away from your kitchen and family or whatever it is to come do this show. And And both those top chefs was like, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's so worth the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because if you get up there, it really is life changing. Like, look how, like, you didn't make it far on Hell's Kitchen at all, and it had a huge bump for you.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you get a whatever equivalent to your show is.
Yeah.
On Hell's Kitchen, it's a black jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you get a black jacket. What that does for your
Going that
career.
Hall of Fame too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then who knows? Maybe down the road they want to use you, or Gordon Ramsay says, "Hey, I want to use you in one of my kitchens." But maybe that's nothing. I guess sorry, I'm all over the place.
No.
But you were saying earlier I was asking earlier about where you want to see yourself in the future. If Gordon Ramsay said, "Hey, I'd like you to be one of an assistant chef or a head chef at this property here or there," would you do that, or do you want to be more independent and do your own thing with like the restaurant group and sauce?
It's always going to be independent for sure.
Yeah.
Because I finally have created, my own household name for myself, and it's only going to get bigger, and there's still more work to put into that. And, speaking of which, we just closed on a building as well, too. And it's actually right across the street from Sauce right now. So we're going to move Sauce into there, which is a bigger space. I believe it's like, it should be like 28 to like 3,500 square feet. I forgot what my partner said.
Is that like right across from Corvino?
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's... Yeah, basically right across the street.
They got a good burger, too.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. Michael Corvino is an amazing chef. One of my old culinary coaches, when I used to compete in the culinary team, she's their head pastry chef now, too. So it's just like full circle moments of just being back in that area. Me and him just had a conversation actually not too long ago. Like, we met before, but I was just reintroducing myself. And even, like, now, I'm back in the space to where, like, I was telling him, like, hey, I want to come in and stage for you for a couple of days to learn some other stuff from you. I just told the chef at Lazia, because I know they make all their pastas from scratch. Hey, chef, like, I want to come in. And it's called at Crossroads Hotel. Lazia at the Crossroads Hotel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they invited me for a night to come try their Sunday supper, but chef ended up finding me on Instagram, seeing my repost and reached out. Thanks for coming. I'm like, hey, no, like, I want to come in and, learn a few stuff from you, make some pastas from scratch and, get better at that because there's so much more that I need to be doing. And I'm even like, I think in the back of my head, like even now, I'm preparing myself for that next show. So, like, I'm not going to lie to you. I am always thinking about that next show and getting prepared for that moment because the next show that I do go on, just like what you see in that redemption, but when you just talking about Hell's Kitchen, I'm thinking more so redemption for it all. Like, I'm coming for everything that I left on the table.
Right.
And when I say that, like, I mean that with so much vengeance, so much motivation, so much strategy, so much planning, like, that part when I say I'm coming back for what I left on, like, I mean that, like, I just got chills in my body saying that because that's how serious I am about that.
I would kill to see you on Hell's Kitchen because that's my like one of my all-time favorite shows is Hell's Kitchen. I just love that stupid show. Yeah. And I would love to be like, yeah, that's Chef Jayaun, that's my guy. Like he's on there killing it again. Redemption, the arc, the redemption, the story arc of that would be so incredible.
No, for sure.
I would love to see that.
I have thought about that once though. I actually had a dream about it one time. So I ain't gonna lie to you. It was in my thought, and I keep saying I don't even, my business partner wouldn't even let me turn that down if it came right back up to it. Oh hell no, you're back. Go bye. You're leaving. Like I wouldn't even have a choice to realistically do that. But like I said, the next show that I go on, no, it's gonna be a different me. It's going to be a much more clear mind as well, too, because now, like, I have so much more mental control over who I am and my thoughts in this time, and I ain't dealt with nobody in a long time on a serious level like that, so now, like, I know, like, okay, if I go somewhere, fuck up, like, it's literally on me this time, and everybody has their bad days in the kitchen or, on a basketball court, a football field, any things like that, but like I know now, I'm going with the shit. I'm going with the shit.
That would be amazing.
For sure. And you can, and listen, you can have the first interview when I get back from my next show, too. All right. We're going to lock in on that as well, too.
Hell yeah. Sure. Appreciate that.
For sure. Definitely.
Do you stay in touch still with the people you were on there with?
Yeah. We actually talk all the time. We still talk.
That's
I talk
so
to like,
wild to me.
yeah, it's still a group chat that we got on Instagram. And then I talked to like a certain select few. Trenton, the one who won that shift.
Won.
Yeah, so he don't even work for one of Gordon's restaurants no more.
What's he doing now?
He's back in St. Louis where he originally was. And
that's right. He was a Missouri, like a small town Missouri kind of guy.
Yep, but he's in St. Louis now.
Doing what?
I think it's called like the Fat Duck. It may be something. I know something with the duck, but he's the head chef there now. And so,
is that his own place?
That's not his own place. It was somewhere where he came up working in, but now he's exactly the head chef now there. And I don't quote me, but I believe he didn't like working for out just there, because I mean, you really don't have touch with Gordon Ramsay like that. Yeah, if he come in every once in a while, you'll have your conversation with him, but he realistically didn't see them a lot. And then I know like his experience there wasn't even like, just the best. Like, he didn't have that much fun, out in Vegas working there and getting whatnot. So that's like the
He's
other
just not
side.
a Vegas guy.
Yeah, that's
he
the
doesn't
other
look
side.
like a Vegas guy.
No,
I'm a
definitely.
Vegas guy. Give me that job.
I could definitely see you outside of, say if you were Trent, but you at the time and you won that show, I could see you taking a side gig at like Chippendales having fun or something.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, you gonna really get that full Vegas experience.
I love it. I go to
sure.
Vegas as often as I can. Yeah. I love it.
I need to. We need to plan that out of going to Vegas. So Vietnam Cafe and then going to Vegas. So my only time still in Vegas is filming for that show. So I still haven't went and actually kicked it in Vegas yet. So that's like a bucket list trip for me as well.
Let's do it. It's not expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. Like, you can go for really cheap. I tend to go, so I got my kids on the weekends. So when I go, it's from like Sunday to like Thursday.
That's smart though, because it's always something to do.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. And it's cheaper that way.
For sure.
And you're still staying in like the nicest places. And I mean, the restaurants are all open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. There's people there. It's fucking Vegas.
Yeah.
There's always shit going on.
I feel like going to Vegas with you, it'll probably be 2 to 3 nights that I wake up overly hungover with you, but I love it.
All right,
no,
because
I know you know how to party for sure, have a good time.
I get after it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I get after it.
We need to really go and have some stories to bring back for sure.
So
we can talk about it.
I've had people come on here say they want to do that before, and when I've tried to set it up with them, crickets.
Yeah, no.
I hear crickets from them. Like, I just sent you. It was a lot. I'm not going to call the guy out, but I just sent this dude an invitation. I was to go, here's a perfect date for us to go.
Yeah.
And it was going to be like $350 from Sunday to Wednesday or Thursday. $350 a piece, round trip, and hotel.
Oh, shit, man. If it was that, I would definitely do that for sure. Yeah, no. I'm definitely down for something like that.
I'll
for
set
sure.
something up.
Yeah, no, please do.
All right.
Please do.
Hell
please do.
All right.
Like I said, I've been earning for actual Vegas
we could
experience.
go to the Hell's Kitchen and that you were at.
For sure.
Were you in that? You were in that kitchen?
So no, we actually. What's crazy? Everybody always thinks that we were, and I'm gonna pull up a picture for you. Where we filmed Hell's Kitchen was actually a tent. It was an actual filming studio, and it's a big ass tent. And I'm gonna show you when I find the picture.
Why wasn't it at the actual restaurants? Because they can't afford to do that. Because that's they make too much money for you guys to be fucking up.
Yeah. So you see, like the back of that and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's a whole warehouse tent. And so where we were filming at, it's actually a built on set.
Is it on the property of where the Hell's Kitchen is? Like,
no, It's literally
like not even on the strip.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Oh,
well, it's not on the strip. It's like a few blocks away from the strip. But that is like literally they built this set, the kitchens, the dorm rooms, everything that you guys see. So that it's lighting, like even at nighttime when we're going to sleep and it look like they turning the lights off and they like switch over on TV wise. It's like those, what's that night vision style, camera look to it. Yeah. For us, it is like, say this light is just dimmed more. So we're going to sleep in dimmed lights. So it's still some light up there for us, and it's like, damn, we gotta go to sleep in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's literally a built-on set that we're actually cooking in. And this warehouse that we was at, like, I don't know which show they got filming. They was filming before then, but they just got done filming the show before that, and so then they just built this whole Hell's Kitchen set. So they rent this out for like a month. You know how long they gonna film this show for, and then boom, yeah.
TV magic.
No, TV magic is amazing.
So cool.
And now that I know what it's like, that's why I also say, like, me going back to a show, I'll be very much so more prepared for it now, right? Because I know everything to expect, you know, and that part will be easy for me because, okay, I at least have a strategy on that end. But, you know, going back, that's why I'm going back to watching more cooking shows now, while I'm watching actually like God's Grocery Games and the Beat Bobby Flays, so that I can be prepared, because those are the two shows.
Have you watched all the Hell's Kitchens?
No, I still haven't watched all of them.
Why?
I've watched.
Are you not into it? Do you not like it?
No, I mean, it's cool.
I love it. It's so fucking good, dude. Hell's Kitchen is so good.
So that's your favorite one, I'm guessing.
Yes, it really is.
Yeah,
I do like Next Level Chef a lot, but Hell's Kitchen is so good. I just love the real aspect of them being in a real kitchen trying to serve a dining service.
Yeah.
Like, I like that.
That shit is tough. Because it's the French Brigade dining service as well, too. And I think so the hardest part about that service is Gordon does the call-outs. And, like, y'all have to just remember them. You know, it's, you know, okay, obviously, you know, 3 chicken, 2 steak, 3 beef Wellington, 4 this. And it's like, okay, we all got to remember that. You got to
repeat it back to him.
Yeah, and it's like, shit, what if you forget at the time? And, you know, if one person forgets, oh, no, y'all starting that whole damn table over and whatnot. So it's like, you ain't get no bump screens. You don't get no tickets. You can't write nothing down. Yeah, no. So that's another competition aspect from it.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, no, it ain't no bump screens. It ain't nothing you can go back to refer to. It's literally, once he says that, you better remember it from that whole time and then get better, you know, from...
But how many tickets at a time are you working?
Shit, however many you want to call out to us.
Wow.
Because even going back on that show, it's like, so, you know, starting out, it's the girls versus the boys. So he's going to go more so. And I think the kitchen is divided from what I can remember. The dining room side is divided from what I remember.
The blue side and the red side.
Yeah, so blue team, we got this. Fired off. And then, okay, red team, we got this, fired off. Blue team, we got this, firing off. So now you starting to pile up all that other stuff over what you got going. And yeah, everybody got a station that they working on, but you seen it. If one person messes up on their station, then you're redoing that whole damn table over and over again. And then when that chef's table, the VIP table comes, it's like, oh, that's the table that you really got to make sure you get. So that's where also the other competition aspect comes from. And that's what, you know, can trick you up and get. And most of us haven't. Nobody runs French Brigade systems no more. You know, that's only overseas where they do that stuff at. So, you know, it's hard for everybody to do. But, you know, even me, you know, I also be honest with myself, like all the kitchens that I worked in, even though it was like small businesses and opened up that I helped open and be there a part of, it was a lot easier to, you know, do that ticket system as well too. So even that was something like, that was a different aspect. And even if I would have went and studied that part of it, it still would have fucked me up, you know, just like it fucked up, you know, other chefs as well too, because you're not used to not seeing what you have to
that
make
makes sense.
right there.
I never even thought about that. I bet hardly any people think about that.
Yeah, because it's the French Brigade system is an old classical way of how a kitchen is ran. But you watched The Bear, right?
Yeah, I watched
the first season.
I watched the first season and part of the second. It just kind of
like, so you remember the first season when he was telling when Camry was telling I forgot her name, but you know the person who he had as his sous chef. I was okay. We're gonna run this French Brigade. You know, even she was like, nah, I don't think we should do that because that's so difficult. You know to do. It is very difficult to do, and it is. And you know,
is it doing it just for style points? look what we do. We're so badass. We can
Yeah.
do it like this.
I
We don't
think-
need your fancy computers.
Yeah, I actually want to do a lot of Michelin star restaurants still do that. But yeah, I think it's more so just the super classical chefs and the super classical restaurants still go off of that type of system.
Where's the closest Michelin starred restaurant to us? If you know.
If I know, I don't know the closest, but I know Chicago got a few.
Oh, yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
I do know Chicago, and I love Chicago. Now that's one place I love right there. That's my
Really?
Chicago.
What about
I
it? The
honestly
food?
think yes, it's a big food city. I honestly think like that's one of the best cities in America. Chicago.
It's because you ain't been to Vegas yet. He's laughing, folks. He's laughing. But I'm telling you, so my theory and what I think is true.
Mm-hmm.
So every single property has one thing in their goal, is they want to get you to stay at their property. And so everything has to be the best. They don't want you leaving because they want your money to put in those slot machines.
Yeah.
So even the cheapest, whatever little, my favorite place, one of my favorite places is called Noodle Asia. It's just a little Asian place inside the Venetian. And it's so fucking good. It's so, like, every little place is so good.
See, you hyping me up.
And so every restaurant there, it can be a small little place that just does like a southern kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's some amazing fried chicken and
Right.
amazing shrimp and grits. And it's like the collard greens, the chicken and waffles, like all of it's like phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, you wouldn't think of it because it's just in the casino.
Yeah.
But every casino is like that. Every restaurant out there is battling for you to stay there.
Yeah.
And so all the food is incredible.
I believe that, man. So, just to give you like a little bit more insight of like my Vegas experience and being on the show and whatnot. Before we go on the show, we're always on lockdown. If you're in the hotel, you can't go nowhere unless you give a call to the one of the casting assistants, to help you. So let's say, you've been in the hotel for a long time and it's like, okay, I need a walk. You'll call them up, hey, can we take like a 20-minute walk? They'll walk you around, to different, through different casinos, hotels and whatnot. So that's the most I got, was just to see a little bit what Vegas was about, but never, like I said, no experience. So it was just, we walked from, because we stayed at Bally's. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, Bally's was where we actually stayed at, and it was like, okay, well, we're going to take you a walk through here. Or if you're hungry and whatnot, because they do pay for all your meals and whatnot, they're going to take you to a certain spot, a certain food court. And so, you'll get to choose from all of that. So that's
on the strip?
Yeah.
The Link Promenade?
So I will say that, yeah, like we definitely were on the strip for that part, and we did get to walk it, but it was individual walkings. And so even then, yeah, it was like,
You couldn't while out?
so
You couldn't stop and get a 3-foot Slurpee?
Hell no.
And get drunk with your
I wish
cast
we
assistant
could.
or whatever
Yeah,
it was? Like,
but-
yo, let's get drunk. Let's
yeah,
go. Let's have
no.
some fun. We're in Vegas,
Yeah,
baby.
right. No, that
Let me just go in there and shoot some dice real quick. Come on, baby.
I do still talk every once in a while to like 2 casting assistants, which are, they still out in Vegas and whatnot, and those are the people I got.
Well, listen, you've got connections.
Yeah.
What can you do for your boy over here?
Yeah, man, you just let me know.
I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah, we
Hit some
listen.
people up, be like, oh, check this guy out.
Yeah.
He'll do anything. Listen, look in my eyes,
Don't say
Chef.
it. Anything. Especially out in Vegas, huh?
Anything.
Vegas,
I'm cheap. I want to just be famous. I don't care how I got to get there.
I believe it. I definitely believe it too. I know it go the depths of some crazy shit.
Let me get on Master Chef or Hell's Kitchen for one episode. I know I won't last longer than that, but I'll get on there. I'll make my mark.
See, that's also the thing as well too. Is
I
like
can cook some things.
they have signups too to just be like background people or the restaurant, just to do that as well too. Like I'm gonna start.
I'm not a
finding out.
background kind of guy.
Yeah,
all right?
no, I know you want to be, but that's the foot in the door type of way. You know what I'm saying? Even for that though, it was. a lot of people, they even like, outside people that I met, oh, I made a reservation to come on the show, and things like that. So, also, okay, I can kind of tell you about this. So say if like, you do go to Hell's Kitchen and you're one of those people that, hoping to get served by the blue or the red team.
I am one of those people.
Yeah.
That would be great.
If you don't get served, they feed you as well too. So it's like a whole catering team and whatnot.
Fine, but I'm there for more than food.
No, definitely. But
I'm not homeless. I don't need a dinner.
It's a whole catering team that they do, which I didn't know. I always was wondering.
Tequila?
Yeah, I take a little bit more. I always was wondering, like,
I don't know what you got there.
Hey,
If that's water or I don't know.
no, that was. It's still no. Trust me, it was a bite behind that.
you.
Yeah.
I always trust you, Chef Jayuan.
See, he says it. I told you a lot of people don't pronounce my name right.
I've always said that right.
Yeah, a lot of they think it's Jayuan. I even got Chef Juan before, actually.
Listen.
Just by itself. I forgot to say that. Just Chef Juan. How do you get Jayaun and just think it's Chef Juan?
I don't. You're speaking to the wrong guy. I don't know. I've got it.
Yeah, you definitely. I mean, yeah. Your punctuation and your grammar is tip top.
Yeah.
Tip top for sure.
They say I speak like a white person. I don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I get proper. I have a proper voice as well too.
Yeah.
Oh, all the time for sure. But it's just I know how to pronounce my words.
I
right?
bet you, if you wanted to, if I closed my eyes and if you tried, I bet you could get a real good Cat Williams impression out of you.
I could? I wish I could. I don't know. I could.
You're close. Come on, pimpin'. We're going to cook up this etouffee, pimpin'.
So what I could do that a lot of people don't know, but it's like only if like I'm in a comfortable state. Probably now I couldn't do. Well, I'm comfortable, but I couldn't do it now. I could change my voice up like a little bit to make it sound. All right, a secret career path that I will not mind taking, voice act over.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh my god, because I know I could do, like, I really could do good, and I make people laugh all the time with like my voices, and especially that's why I want to get into acting, facial expressions and shit like that. No, I can do like that real good for sure.
Have you thought about doing any kind of YouTube show or Instagram content or just intimate content of just you, everyday life in the life of a chef, and just being more of an Instagram personality or social media personality and kind of.
I was actually working on something. It was called, because I'm still working on it. And I have to just realistically just pivot and find a new location. Unfortunately, the location I was at, she's going to be closing down just from hardships from her family and whatnot. But I'm working on a project called Jay's Table. And essentially what that is just a 4-course small bite dinner, but it's an interactive small 4-course dinner with guests that come in. So the goal behind that is not also only me like teaching, talking, interacting, showing them my personality, but it's to get guests to talk, interact, tell them about themselves, talk about different,
like a podcast cooking type thing, like a Something's Burning with Bert Kreischer, but
right, yeah,
but more cerebral.
Exactly, but it's a whole actual vibe and a whole actual experience that you get to leave away with outside of the food. It's like,
I like
oh
that.
My god, like I met this person. So like I had did
Will that be your first guest on that or no?
No, I'll let you come
I'm
to
just
that.
kidding.
I let my business partner, he like picked out, so we had did like an influencers night that he picked out a bunch of people to do. And like I had all these people, they just thought they was gonna come and just get content of it, things like that. Oh no. I want you to introduce yourself to this person, that person. I want everybody to tell everybody what they do around here.
That's awesome because that's lacking in the Kansas City influencer scene.
For sure.
I've gone out with a lot of I have a couple influencer friend type people, and I've been invited to go to some of these events, and it's like a lot of them are just out for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them act like they're bigger than you or bigger than others around them. Like, hold up.
Yeah, and I don't have that.
You realize you're just posting pictures of drinks on your Instagram
Mm-hmm.
and pictures of food. Like, you're not anybody who should have this kind of attitude, and it's Kansas City. Like,
for sure.
Settle the fuck down a little bit, all right?
Yeah, and I don't like that. I don't
like that.
Yeah, I definitely don't settle for that, and I don't settle for people not talking to one another because, like I told you, in my career, I have to people please. Outside of just the food and whatnot.
Hospitality.
Yeah, I got to make sure everybody feel comfortable. So for me, not only if just me making you feel comfortable, no, I want everybody in this room to feel comfortable. So that night, no, I made everybody. I want you to start with your name, and tell everybody what you do. We're gonna take this back to school, and I want everybody to know who everybody is. By the end of that night, we were done. Like, me and my sous chef were done cooking and doing all our course. It started at 6. We gave a little grace period to about 6. I say around 6:30ish. We were done cooking by 7:45ish, 8 with each course. After that, people spent an hour after talking to one another about what they do, and how can we work together and connect. And I just sat back.
And it wasn't even the infused dinner.
Exactly. And I sat back and watched and was like, this is exactly what I wanted, exactly what I needed. So even with that, like, we had a whole, my camera guy, he had a whole setup to where, like, on this TV behind the actual, you could see on the stove from everything what I was doing, plating up and whatnot. And then I was also mic'd up. So every, like, conversation piece, you could hear me talking about, telling my story, telling them about this. So everybody, and then afterwards, I got interviews of each one of them. So that's something that I'm working on. Just like I said, it was actually supposed to be launching this month in March. Like, we got all of that done. But like I said, some hardships that she went through, she decided that it was best for her to close down her spot. She's a little bit older. She didn't want to take out no more loans and whatnot. I had to respect it and whatnot. Of course, it's bummer and pissed off a little bit because it's like, I already put my money into it, the ideas, and it was definitely supposed to be. It's actually, we in March now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
March 10th, right?
Yeah, it was actually the first dinner to the public was supposed to release just this past Thursday. I was always going to do the first and the last Thursday of the month. So now I'm just looking for another location to do that. And I got some other places in mind. It's just, now making sure, the financial side of it, working from who I got to rent from and things like that with her.
Cameras and all that stuff?
Yeah, cameras and all of that. And like even my cameraman, he's okay with, just a monthly price. And his monthly price they was charged was literally nothing. $125 a month. Just to do it because he wants to work more so with me more than anything. So yeah, even doing that and having my cameraman there, he just just wanted to be around and, hey, let's get this content, let's work together, let's build something together. So me finding just a location that, like I said, makes sense all around, because of course I still got to charge for that, and I'm not looking to make like the biggest profit, but like, of course, just make a little bit something, just to be able to carry over, or if I can do a little the profit to make sure I include my cameraman on, and I have to pay my sous chef and whatnot, just being there. I don't want her wasting her time or feeling like that. So that's just my biggest thing right now, is just finding that next location so I can hurry up, get this launched, because when I did just do the first night, and it wasn't even the content like drop, so many people, when I tell you, I'm like not lying to you, I got over 100 DMs. Why didn't I get invited to this? I need to be here to this. Dang, why didn't you send me this? But it was the reaction that I needed. But it was, it was a little annoying. Like, God damn, like, do y'all not understand sometimes, like, to get the things that you want, you have to go a different route for it and whatnot. So I know that's going to be something big, and they're just thinking it's just a whole food night. Like, oh no, y'all walking into a whole conversation, something interactive, something fun.
It's a lot easier said to set up something like that than it is to actually do it. Because you have to figure, there's all these people that are hitting you up. Why didn't I get on that? Well, maybe you're not that entertaining. Maybe you're not interesting. Maybe you have nothing to offer as far as that goes. Yeah. So, to do something like that, it sounds good on paper. But when it comes down to actually scheduling it, you have to make sure you're getting the right kinds of people that are going to produce for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not easy to do.
Hell no. And it took me a lot, just not like a lot, but just for, my partner to reach out to the certain influencers that he wanted to make sure that he had different kinds, but also people that really had real reaches to people so that their followers
Got a clout
see
chase.
that. Yeah, for, essentially you do.
You got to clout chase.
You definitely do.
I need to start doing more of that.
No,
I'm
you
not a big
should.
clout chaser. I just speak to people I want to talk to.
Definitely.
But I have there's a barrier in my head that's like, you can't just reach out for that person for clout. You just can't. Like, It's just like this weird thing I have to.
But you need it sometimes.
I know.
Definitely.
It's just hard for me to like.
I need you to break out of that mindset because you're going to have to do that. Because I was in that same mindset for the longest because I didn't want
I just don't
nobody
ever
else.
want to come off as phony or using somebody.
Oh, hell no.
I just like.
Have something for them. And
I do. I have a good fucking time.
That's
like,
what
I would have Travis Kelce in here, and I guarantee he would have a good fucking time and be like, holy shit, I will do this again.
I swear he would.
I know he would.
Shit,
but
it's
like,
my third time here.
Yeah, right. But I'm just like, I can't I just like, the only reason why, not the only reason, but one of the biggest reasons is for clout of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would do something like that, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it's definitely needed for people like me and you, know, for sure. Just because.
Help me clout chase.
Yeah, we have big goals and dreams and aspirations, and you are one of the. Listen, I've been on many interviews, many podcasts, things like that. I've never had nobody I'm not gonna say it's probably been rare few, but like you're one of the main ones that have alcohol selection. You make sure that I'm well taken care of.
Yeah.
Make sure that I'm feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
Some people is just, let's just do this podcast interview. I'm walking in with my own water bottle just to drink and whatnot.
I'm trying to have fun, man.
Yeah,
this is all about having
like,
a good time.
God damn, this is all I get, from here. Like, you reached out to me and wanted me to come. It's not even a food snack, but right here. But it's like, no, you even have, things like this. And it's like.
I got a special treat for you, too, when we leave here.
Oh,
I haven't
God.
told you about you, but I got a special gift for you.
It's nothing super crazy, is it?
No, I'll tell you what it is.
Don't tell me yet.
All right, I won't tell you.
Or do you want to?
I don't want to. I'm just going to give it to you.
Okay.
Because I don't, again, that's of course I just tripped all over, but I like to do things for people, not for content. I just like to do things for people.
Yeah.
Let's take a real quick break if you don't mind. So, are you ready to start?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's set up a Neanderthal podcast Las Vegas trip.
Yes.
I will come up with a date. It will be a Sunday through Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I will get you, me, hopefully Charles, a couple other people that I mentioned off air. And then I'm going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Whoever's listening, if you want in, DM me. And we'll have like a meetup and we'll have a good time.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Eat some good food, get drunk, high, look at some women, bring some women back.
You got to be real careful. Yeah. So
you definitely can't bring no shims.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I'll take a look at least. I'm very curious. I just want to see what happens when you untape it.
Yeah. Something might just swing out.
Oh,
no. You gotta. If I see something move in that dress, then we hey, right, we gotta go.
Yo, she got a tailpiece on her.
I might just run out screaming. Ah! Y'all gonna know what that was.
Well, no, what I meant was, so I've spent a lot of time by myself in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And I stay at the Venetian, which is one of the higher end casinos. And it's amazing when I'm playing by myself how often attractive women just come up to me and want to start chatting me up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, it's Vegas. Like, that's the Vegas vibe. Like, chicks are just looking to have fun.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's like, oh
shoot.
You're a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't judge. I don't care. If you're into that and you do that, that's for you. But I have never, it turns me off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have no interest in scoring with a woman that I'm paying for, because you're not really scoring for, I like a bit of a challenge, chef.
Definitely.
I like I like to bow hunt.
Yeah.
Any asshole can go out there with a 30-06 and blast a giant buck from 350 yards away.
Definitely.
I like a challenge. I'm going to shoot you from 30 yards away.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Same with the women. Like, look,
Yeah.
like I'm not trying to pay for that.
Oh, hell no.
I'll pay for it by buying you drinks, and we'll go have a nice dinner. And if we enjoy each other's company, fun. That's great. But I'm not like just.
So tell me how you feel about it, because, this is a conversation that I've seen before. Is paying for a prostitute and just to get the end result and paying for women's drink to get the end result, is that the same thing?
Not at all. Because if you're buying a woman drink and you're expecting that she's going to give you anything, you're just a weird dude. You're just a weird dude.
Okay.
Like, you think you can buy somebody's body for $9.50 plus tip? That's weird, man. Sorry, you're like a simp. You're like these weird dudes that's probably a little unfortunate looking.
Uh-huh.
You don't have luck with ladies. You've watched too many TV shows from like bad sitcoms.
Yeah.
I don't know, but nah.
Money is their only way in.
If I see a woman, I want to buy her a drink. It's like I'm being nice, and hey, I hope I get like a thank you or a head nod, and if I get some conversation, cool. Like, hey, let's see if there's anything there.
Yeah, definitely. I love that too. That's more so my speed.
But
as
more
well, so.
my speed is trying to get her to buy me a drink.
See, that is the goal. That is, how I told you I'm hard and like,
Right
things
now?
like that. No, oh my goodness.
Tequila's hitting them,
Yeah.
guys.
If a woman pulls out her card or money or cash to pay for my drink, our drinks, okay, you got my attention.
That's
You
not
definitely
bad,
got my
right?
attention. Yeah, because we know, especially like this day and age, as soon as we get to order some drinks, they looking straight at you.
Well,
It's
hold on.
like,
That's not this day and age. That's been
forever
this day and
too.
age forever.
It's worse now.
I'm
Let me just say
44.
that.
I don't look at it. I don't know what that is. I've always just gone into it expecting to pay.
For sure.
So I don't care. Look at me or not. Like, I'm paying.
Mhm.
Like, I've just always. But I'm a gentleman, sir.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But if you beat me to it,
No,
I
it's
put
amazing.
out for those that pay for me.
Yeah. See, I was raised by two women, so I definitely always gotta. Here we go. Let me just go ahead and pull that card out. But no, I know, like, literally, it's a big turn on when a girl. No, I got it.
So what I do is I just, it's an investment for me.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I pay this first time, I'm going to dick you down so good. You're going to pay me for the next 5 times. All right, ladies. I got this first one because I know the next 5 are free. Baby.
I love that. I definitely love that for sure. It makes perfect sense too.
Yeah.
See, that's last night I actually had a good time drinking. See, and we was actually going check for check. So see, and I can respect that as well too. She didn't look for me to pay. So okay, just take care of this. So I got the next drink at the next spot. So every spot that we jump to, we're just switching back and forth.
You were talking about, hey, I want to go to Lazio to learn how to make pasta. Maybe I'll work with him for her. Are there others? So there's certain places you could possibly reach out to. You were saying Corvino. Maybe let me learn a few things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of an option.
Oh, for sure. I would never stop learning.
I worked in the restaurant industry for a while. I mean, it's been a while since I've been in it, but I paid many of my bills, being mostly all front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like to cook, and I always thought they were having fun. But you know what kept me from going to the back of the house?
What's that?
Cleaning up at the end of the night.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Breakdown.
That's the other like whole 2 hours just to get through. You lucky to get through it in like an hour, but no. Working in restaurants, that's probably the worst thing ever. So one of the reasons
Breakdown looks terrible.
Oh, it's horrible. Horrible.
Terrible.
Then you got to cool down everything properly and just, it's too much work. And for me, the restaurants and places that I was at before, like I became executive chef, shoot, they was leaving me with the dishes and things like that. So like I really, came from the bottom, within myself. As good as I was going into like culinary school and how good I was in my first place that I was doing my apprenticeship at, I still was getting treated like the bottom of the barrel. So, like
As you should, though.
Yeah.
As a 19, 20, 21-year-old, like.
I earned my stripes a long time ago. I was already 16 and,
Not to an adult.
Yeah, I mean.
A grown-ass man doesn't care what your schooling is. You're still you're a kid.
But
you're a punk kid.
At that point, I was already traveling around. So I started 16, 17, 18. I was traveling around state to do competitions.
Hey, I don't care.
Yeah.
You don't know shit about life.
Shit.
Because you get broken up with a girl you were with for a year, and you can't get over it.
Hey, I was cooking circles around them.
That's why. That's fine. You can cook circles around me, but you're still a kid.
Fuck them.
You got to earn a little,
And that's why I got into ownership.
Yeah.
So that nobody could dictate that. Because that's the restaurant industry also as well, too. It's feeling like, oh, just because I've worked in a restaurant for, let's say, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, that you owe me this and you owe me that. Well, in my career, I've done more so in, let's say, I'll start from culinary school. So we're going to say 2014 to now, to 2024, 10 years. I've done more things in my career than a 20-year chef, a 30-year chef, a 15-year chef has ever done. And they wish that they could have the career that I had. So I've always believed in more so the respect side of things and still treating people as people. Like even, at my spot sauce and whatnot, and as I continue to grow, it's truly a family. And other, restaurants could say that and whatnot, but no, like I don't cuss at my chefs. I don't talk to them any kind of way. Even like right now, like we have a predominantly Mexican staff right now. Some that speak good English, some that don't. Do I look at them different? Do I treat them different? Do we look to pay them different? Nah, we don't look to do that. We literally
you can pay them a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean,
trust me.
Yeah, a little bit. But no, like we literally want to make sure that, okay, hey, you guys, we see you as one of us, and we appreciate you as one of us because we know how much shit the turnover rate is in this fucking industry. And that's like the worst thing about it. So like with me, I always wanted to make sure that I'm, and I'm saying this very loosely, a gentle owner, but or a gentle boss, but also a stern boss as well too. So get things right, but I'm not gonna come over there. What the fuck is you doing?
Right.
You fucking up my shit.
Right.
And I used to get that, as well too. And I know that's not the way that I respond to things. Like you talk to me like that, we're gonna have a little bit of. The only person I've ever let talk to me any kind of way was Gordon Ramsay, because I knew what to expect going into that.
He's like a drill sergeant.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's a culinary boot, and that's actually what they consider the show is a culinary boot camp.
100%.
Yeah, so like I went in with that,
That's what I like about it.
Yeah, I'll get talked to any type of way. And, I understand, some chefs, they do have that privilege, but that at the end of the day, remember, I still am human. And I don't know if I told you this. I think I did. But the best part of Gordon Ramsay off camera is he's one of the nicest people that I have ever met. He literally acts like a dad.
You told me that before, and even now, it still automatically makes my face smile.
Yeah, he's a
to
dad.
know that he's an actual dude. I love that. All right, so I was kind of asking you and alluding to like you'll go to these other places to learn, and I was saying I've always worked front of the house, but yeah, the breakdown is a motherfucker. I don't want to do the breakdown, but whatever. That's why I never worked back of the house, but I always wanted to work back of the house just to get my personal cooking better because I consider myself a fairly decent cook.
Yeah.
Could I work a little bit at sauced?
Oh, for sure.
Learn how to make your burgers and shit.
Yeah, especially when we get opened up to the new location. Shit, if you want to come behind the bar and be a bartender, and you do that.
Really?
I feel like you can serenade a lot of women there too, and a lot of people in general.
Well, serenade would insinuate that I would be singing to them.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna sing to them.
You ain't gotta sing your conversation. Your singing is the conversation in this point. Yeah, no, I feel like you would be a very, very, very good dual bartender. On top of, we put you on some shifts back, cooking some burgers or whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I would love to have you there.
Really?
I swear, I would love to have you
I wanna do
bartender
it.
there. No, really. I think you would be literally one of the perfect bartenders because that's also, I mean, being in a crossroads, all that natural foot traffic, especially now with us getting to open up in a bigger location.
Can I pick my own
some hours.
schedule?
For sure, definitely.
And that'll be my Vegas money. Whatever I make there will be my Vegas money.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. You'll get to meet some people, so then you can invite them on the podcast. Sam, that's what I'm thinking about right now. You'll probably meet some amazing people. And, oh, yeah, I got a podcast that I do. Boom, bring them out there. Yeah.
I'll make some content out of it, too.
Definitely.
All right,
See,
let's do that.
No, I'm always thinking ahead.
I'll hire your camera guy to, we can do some shit.
Man, it'll be amazing. I love
Let's
that.
put Kansas City on the map.
I would love that.
Let's do some Kansas City content, put that shit out there,
Because it still needs to happen.
and then it'll put Kansas City on the map, but it's going to elevate us past Kansas City.
Oh, definitely.
We're putting on the map, but we're elevating. We're going to go. Let's do it. I'm hitchhiking. I'm hitching to your fucking rocket ship right now.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Because, listen, my thing is we can't just be known as the Swifties. Because I think that's what we're starting
I'm
to
not a Swiftie.
That's what we're getting persuaded now. You know, outside of Patrick Mahomes, it's Travis Kelce and the Taylor Swifties. It's like, oh, God. Okay, so this can't be our identity as well, to Kansas City's identity. It's good, but
It's well
no.
known that I'm not a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Oh, who are you a
As
fan of?
I am a fan of
Denver
whoever
Broncos.
No.
Okay.
I'm a fan of two. I'm a fan of whoever I put my money on,
Uh-huh.
which sometimes can be the Chiefs.
Okay.
And I play fantasy football, so like whoever my players are.
Okay.
I'm a college guy. I'm
And
a
that's it.
Michigan football guy. But as far as pros go, no. However, I am kind of anti-Chiefs.
You're anti-Chiefs. Why
Bec-
anti-Chiefs?
Because I don't like Chiefs fans.
Is
I
it
don't
'cause
like the
they're-
Chiefs fans.
But we don't
I've
have-
never liked them.
Why is that? Give me a reasoning.
They've always been they are arrogant right now,
Mm-hmm.
and they've always been arrogant. Even when they had Trent Green and Alex Smith, and we got the Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye. We got Priest Holmes. We got Joe Montana. They've always had this arrogance air about them. Like, but no.
Okay, so
You're not, and you've never been there. You've never had a Super Bowl until Patrick Mahomes, and now all of a sudden that they have this pride that they can have, they feel like they've earned it before they should have had it. So they've always had the air of like, yeah, we've always had this Super Bowl, but we've never had it now. And then also, I can't handle Brittany Mahomes, or Jackson Mahomes.
oh my goodness. I
Or Papa Mahomes. Patrick, I actually like.
Yeah.
The shit that Patrick has
I
had.
fucking
Like,
love Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick is
dad.
great.
Smoking on them Philly blunts. We smoking on that Joe Burrow. Like, that is hilarious.
He's not a good dude.
Yeah. Now, the DUIs, I could definitely,
Not only
that's
that, I didn't
different,
like
yeah.
him before the DUIs. Like, I know this gal. She's younger.
Mm-hmm.
And what is his name? What is Patrick Mahomes? Is Patrick Mahomes Sr.?
Yeah, it's Patrick Mahomes here.
He went to her
Mm-hmm.
within a few years ago when she was pretty young. It was like, I'm Patrick Mahomes' dad. Want to hook up?
Oh,
Like, that's his move.
Yeah.
He goes to younger chicks and says, hey, I'm Patrick Mahomes' dad. Dude, that's sad. You were a professional
baseball
athlete.
player, yeah.
You were a pitcher.
He's
And now you have to use your son to get laid.
he's in the
That's-
sugar daddy era.
That's so pathetic to me.
Sugar daddy era.
It's so sad.
It's different.
I played in a poker tournament with him recently.
Okay.
And I could just hear his loud ass mouth just going off. He's not a good dude. He's just not a good dude. When it comes down to if he's a good dude or not, I have the sense that he's just not a good dude.
Okay, fair enough. So back to your Chiefs fan statement. Have you ever met a Dallas fan?
I don't like Dallas fans either.
Or a Green Bay fan?
I like the Green Bay fans slightly more because they put their money into this. Like, their money is into that team. Like,
They do
they're-
have stocks and whatnot.
stock-
I do love that.
They're in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Do you know what the nearest thing for entertainment is for them? It's stabbing a muskie with a spear through some ice. You know what I mean? These people don't have anything else to live for.
You know what's crazy?
They've got Brett Favre. They got Don Makowski.
Mm-hmm.
They got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They've had Super Bowls. They've got Lambeau.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
They've got rivals with Chicago. Like they have, like that's it.
Yeah, they're very conservative.
They don't have a city. That's not Green Bay's not a city, dude.
Green Bay is definitely not.
So these people, that's all they have.
Yeah. Me and a friend was just talking about that earlier, how we wouldn't go to Green Bay. So
yeah, who would go there to visit?
Yeah,
for what, cheese curds?
I had an interview with Green Bay Press. So I've been working with the NFL Business Connect program ever since being in the NFL draft and being a vendor there. So I've been helping the NFL Business Connect program talk to the future
You know what?
cities.
Hold on. I'm going to cut you off. All these accolades, all these connections, it is because you're a cool dude, you're personable, you got on Hell's Kitchen. How good is your food?
Amazing.
How do I know this?
Amazing. Cause
I hear all this shit, all this stuff going on, but is your food actually that good?
I think
or are
so.
you just like that good at like networking and getting your,
Both.
Okay.
Both. It's a mixture of both. I've come from my mentor and adopted uncle was a businessman, so he used to make me sit in like on his meetings as a kid. If he was hosting things like that, he would call me up, and I'm like, in high school, hey, Jayaun, I'm about to host this hair show. I'm coming to pick you up. You gonna host it with me? Well, you're the official host. Like, I'm not.
Wow.
So like, I was groomed into becoming an actual entrepreneur. Just being around him. He was a barber, still is a barber. And like my first job growing up when I think I got this job at 9. He made me come to the barbershop not even made me, like my mom would drop me off every weekend and I would sweep hair and spend my Saturdays in the barbershop making literally like almost $100 from each barber. There's 5 barbers there. So I'm 9 years old making $500. And then once when we first met, he was 19, I was 8. Once he realized what he was doing and had me around, how much I looked at him, because it's crazy, his birthday is the day before mine. So once he kind of knew, he started bringing me around all these things, made me start, learning how to tie a tie, wear suits, different things like that.
Wow.
I was his legit protege. And so anything business related, he will always call me. Hey, no, you about to come here with me? Or I would just be, hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm at home playing the game. Well, put some clothes on. We about to go here. And, like, I didn't have a problem with it because he was the coolest dude in the world to me growing up. So it was like, oh, yeah, I get to go hang out with my Uncle Joey all day. And this is even crazier. Don't get him in trouble, people. But, like, when he was go to the club, like, he had all the connections with the club. He was, if I'm riding with him through a day, we about to go to this party real quick. You about to go here with me. So I'm literally like in high school, middle school, and, we going to the club and, I'm just off to the side and whatnot while, he's talking, doing this thing. And it wasn't like he was getting drunk or anything crazy, but he was, you see what's going on. You see how I'm networking. It was always a lesson.
Tequila.
Oh, I do too. It was always a lesson behind all of that stuff. So, I was really groomed into learning how to talk and be an entrepreneur and how to network and this stuff. So now it is a mixture of both, but I do make really good, amazing food. I would not lie to you that. I don't think I would get to work with half of the people I get to work with if I made shitty food, for sure. So no, it's good. And I don't think sauce will last this long. We're in year 3 going on year 4 in October. So yeah, even that, I think if I was as bad as what they say, if I was the Hell's Kitchen version for myself, I don't think I would have made it this far.
Really?
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely. I'm gonna definitely have to invite you over when I finally cook for myself again.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause you need to experience who Chef Jay actually is on the food side of things and outside of just the personality and speaking on everything.
All right. I would like that.
Yeah, no, that's actually crazy. You haven't ever had my food yet.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
I just like you.
Yeah.
I love talking to you. And our last episode, you don't know this, I'm sure, because I know you don't pay it. I love that you come on my show, but I don't think you're one that like looks at if your stuff is out there or not. Whatever. I didn't drop our last episode.
Really?
From West Bottoms Whiskey.
Uh-huh.
We got way too drunk.
Uh-huh.
And I think we might have gotten... I didn't re-listen to it, but I think we might have gotten a little problematic.
Oh, shit.
You know, we got a little political.
He just sent it to me so I can talk about it. Because we was talking about Donald Trump and shit, too.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
I don't know. I could put it out there, but I wanted to protect you.
I appreciate you're such a beautiful person. You're a beautiful soul.
I know. I don't know. I'm just who I am. But we got so trashed, and I just remember the next day. I haven't even listened to it, but I know we got. It probably wouldn't look good. I don't care about me. I get wild on this podcast. But for you, I was like, I was trying to, in my own way, like kind of protect you. I was like, I don't want any weird shit to get out there in this, like, because we did talk about some stuff that, not NDA stuff, but like borderline NDA stuff. And you were like worried about last time somebody was on a podcast.
They got in trouble and shit.
And they got in trouble somehow. And I don't know.
You remember you thought it was me at first? Because of the first episode, you forgot to edit it. And you had told me that day, you was like, listen, I'm sorry, but well, I thought it was you. And like, no, it was never
I forgot
me.
to edit it for the first day.
Yeah, Then you,
and then I was like, oh my God, as soon as I get home, like I have to hurry up and go as fast as I can at work, because as soon as I get home, I have to delete that and upload the edited version.
Because I definitely listened to that first one for sure, but it was after that, and then I didn't even know until we met up at the distillery, and then you end up telling me, and I'm like, oh shit, well, I never would have do that, because you got on top of it super duper fast, so
I had to.
No, that's why I also appreciate you, and that's why I also am always willing to come back to the podcast, just for that simple fact is because even from our first conversation, like, most people with podcasts or interviews doing things like that, they want that type of information to try to put out there to get the clout chasing that you talking about. No. But no, first thing he was like, hey, no, like, let me clap. Let's talk about it. Let me still, tell me about it, but I'm not going to put it out. And even, you didn't have to tell me at the distillery of the mistake that you made, but still with you being an actual good person and valuing our relationship, you still did. And even then I'm like, oh shit, damn, oh fuck, you know what I'm saying? Oh well, but glad that you did. So no, like, even that I like, you don't understand. Just even telling me that more, I value you times 10 even more. And I've already valued you as a person, thanks, for man. That. Like, shit, this the most that I've ever been back on one person's podcast outside of like going to the news and shit like that and doing interviews. Like, no, like you the second most person that I've done interviews with. So like literally, our relationship is very valued, and that's how I know. Even when we go to Vegas, like, no, we're gonna have a good ass time. We gonna have a great ass time. Not even a good ass time, amazing.
I'm setting this up soon.
Yes, man, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. You don't even understand. You're gonna see a whole different side. We get to see a whole different sides of each other that day. We ain't gotta worry because we're not here. So it's like, shit, we can get in some trouble out there. Just not arrested.
I think it's
probably a bucket list, huh?
What, to get arrested?
In Vegas.
I don't want to get arrested ever again anywhere.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? I live my life trying not to get arrested, and it would amaze you at how close I get to getting arrested more often than I should.
Really?
I can tell you a story. I've told it before on the podcast, but I'll tell it again because not everybody listens to every episode. And it is all right. I was going to Vegas, and we missed our flight from here to Vegas. Mm-hmm. We were just late. It doesn't matter why, but whatever. Hold on, let me think about this. All right, I've told it. I think I've told it out loud. Like, I'm trying to wonder if I have to edit this out or not. No, I don't have to edit it out, but I'm going to tell it in a... I'm going to tell it how it really happened.
Okay.
The legal version of how it happened, okay?
Okay.
So this is what happened. So we're going from here to Vegas. Missed our flight because it just happens. So we're like, oh no, we missed our flight. What do we do? Well, we can get you on the next flight that goes to Los Angeles. That then goes to Vegas. That part doesn't even fucking matter. None of this matters. I'm drunk and I'm really I'm making a story longer than it has to be.
The tequila.
The tequila. Anyways, we're on our way to Vegas. We're on our way to LA. And I've had a couple drinks in me. I'm feeling good. Mm-hmm. And I had a CBD pen on me, a little vaporizing pen. And I was like, oh, we're about to land and we have a layover. I'd like to be nice and calm before the next flight. So let me take a couple hits of this pen. Let me see. Do you think I can smoke it in my seat right now? I'm in the airplane. They just said we're about to land in LA in about 30 minutes or so. Let me take a hit on the plane. Let me see what happens. So I'm in the seat and I take a puff. And I exhale it and I'm like, oh my God, no! You can't do that. Like these vaporizers make a giant cloud. I didn't realize that. It made a big cloud, so I was like, all right, I can't smoke this thing in my seat. Let me go to the lavatory real quick, the bathroom. So I go up to the front of the plane like an idiot.
Oh, God.
I go to the front of the plane to go take a leak, and I did have to pee like a racehorse. You know how I am here. I had to clap 3 times.
Yep.
I had to clap to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, well, I'm in here. Let me hit this CBD pen up a few times. I'm puffing on it. I'm just chiefing on this thing like I'm Cheech and Chong. All right, this looked like Snoop Dogg's green room.
Yep.
And I'm blowing it up at the fan. Chef Jayuan, I'm blowing it at the fan. Do you know what that is? That's not a fan.
No.
It's a smoke detector.
Oh, God.
It's a smoke alarm.
Detector went off in the plane.
The smoke detector goes off. The entire plane hears beep, 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 beep. I'm like, oh my God, is that me? Is that me? Next thing I hear, pounding on the bathroom door, and I literally have my dick in my hand because I'm puffing on this CBD pen while I'm taking a piss at the same time, and pounding on the door. Sir, what's going on in there? I go, what are you talking about? She goes, the smoke alarm just went off. You're smoking in there. I go, no, I'm taking a piss. My dick's in my hand right now. She goes, I need to get in there right now. And I'm like, I'm just like waving all the vapor like into what I think is the fan, but it's the smoke. She's like, I need to get in there right now. I go, you can't. My dick is in my hand right now. I'm literally pissing. At the same time, I'm unscrewing the CBD oil from the cartridge. I throw that down the toilet, flush, wait till the vapor dissipates, and she's pounding, sir, I need to get in there right now. I go, what are you talking about? And I open it, and this lady is livid. She's pissed off. What were you doing in there? I go, I don't know. I was just pissing. You were smoking in there. I go, smoking what? No, I wasn't. Go in there. Look. She's like, the smoke detectors wouldn't have gone off if you weren't doing something in there. She goes, I need to see your ID. I was like, well, it's at my seat. Can I go get it? Go get it. So I go back there. And I still have the battery from this. So I dump that off real quick.
Yeah.
Go give her my ID, and she comes back, and she takes my ID and she goes to the front of the plane and she gets on the telephone.
Oh shit.
So you're just feeling how you would feel after a bunch of CBD. Maybe a little paranoid as it is already. And you're like, oh my God, what the fuck? What the fuck did I just do? I just committed a federal offense. This is the feds. She's on the phone. She has my ID. She's talking, pointing at me, looking at me. I'm like freaking out as it is. Like, oh my God, how stupid are you, Ryan? You couldn't have waited 30 minutes. Why? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do something like that? Why? She comes back. She gives me my ID. And I'm like, hey, can I order a drink right now? She goes, absolutely not. And then turns around and walks to the front of the plane. I'm like, and I'm with my friend. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting arrested. I'm going to prison. Like, this is a federal offense. I cannot believe I did that. Why couldn't I just? What is wrong with me? I'm 40 something years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have kids. I'm just going to Vegas for what the fuck is wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with me?
No, that's a good question.
So the whole time my heart's going out of fucking control. I'm just paranoid.
You killed your high.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
It started with the pounding. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as that pounding goes, it's like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?
That high left.
And so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna walk off this plane and walk off like nothing, like whatever. Like there's no cop, like there's no air marshal, there's no, you know what I mean? So far, so good. I'm coming off the gate and I see this fat cop, this fat white gray-haired donut eating cop. I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. Look straight ahead. Walked right by him. Kept going. Went to the bathroom. Did not get messed with. I made it!
Oh, my fucking goodness. You are lucky.
I made it. I'm not on any no-fly list. I didn't get arrested. Didn't talk to the feds. Nothing. We live in a simulation. This is my world. You are all just living in it. I skated right past.
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe that shit?
That's fucking amazing. Cause I probably would have shitted on myself in that seat at that point.
I was close.
Yeah, I definitely. My stomach.
Not the first time
been,
I've come close to going to prison for a long time for stupid shit.
Oh my goodness, my stomach would have been just rumbling the whole time.
Oh yeah.
How much longer of the flight did you have left?
30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that was probably the longest 30 minutes ever too.
I think about it right now.
Yeah. I'm over here about to say why, but you've already asked yourself enough times why.
I thought I could get away with it.
And then you were blowing it straight in the smoke detector.
I didn't know it was a smoke detector. Not that it would have mattered. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, no. It's vapor. This isn't smoke. I had no idea. I'm such an idiot.
Oh my goodness. Never. See, when I did consume marijuana, I used to always. That wasn't marijuana, sir.
Yeah,
CBD.
Legal CBD, sir.
You're right. When I used to consume on my end marijuana, I always wanted to take like a pen with me to different countries.
Oh,
but
don't do that.
Yeah, never did. Cause how everybody always hear other people. Oh yeah, man, I had my pen with me.
Rachel Griner?
Yeah, Brittany Griner. Yeah. Everybody always talk about how they get pens over to every other areas and shit like that. Small. I know I'm the unlucky one I'm bringing my pen. Sir, come here. You going to jail. And I'm like, no, that's why I never, ever did it.
Sir, you're bringing weed into Jamaica?
Like, but oh my God. So I went to Jamaica for my birthday. My birthday to Jamaica. I spent 6 days there last year.
But when you go on these, you go by yourself?
That one I did. So out the country, most of my out the country trips are work trips to where I'm there about 2 weeks. So I always get to experience these countries for 2 weeks and really get to live inside of them. Jamaica,
I want to do that.
I did by myself just for a birthday trip. I didn't want to deal with nobody, no attitudes, no personalities. I'm like, I want to do whatever I want to do.
Nice.
Soon as I got off the plane and got into my taxi driver, somebody was trying to sell me weed right there. And when I got to the resort, one of the workers, they was like, yeah, man, you can walk around, smoke your weed, everything you want to do, things like that. It took me seeing other people to do it just to do it. Because I'm like, no.
I would be afraid too.
Oh,
this is a setup.
I swear. Because if I do it, I get to, somebody get me. No. But
you want a bribe? You want me to pay $300 for smoking this joint? Yeah, I'm afraid.
Listen, you got to go to Jamaica. I was on the resort walking around.
Jamaica's dangerous.
Just a resort. Yeah.
Hold on.
Don't go to Kingston.
Hold on. You can do that in Vegas, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. Somebody from Kansas City, they just got arrested. Yeah, I forgot his name. He came to Sauce, actually, the weekend of Super Bowl. I got to go find this on Kansas City Discover. But he got arrested for having a blunt with him, and he didn't have it lit at the time, but he was on the strip, I guess, and he ended up getting arrested, going to jail.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, they literally posted about it.
A million people smoking
you,
weed up and down the strip all day.
He must have been unlucky.
Very unlucky. Very unlucky.
He was very unlucky. Yeah. I'm gonna send you the article with it though. Yeah, they took him to jail and everything. He had like a $10,000 bond and everything. So listen here.
I don't buy the whole story. I want to know everything.
I'm gonna send you the article so you can get to it.
I think he's leaving some parts of the story out.
Yeah, because they definitely posted about it. I know for sure I wouldn't do it on Vegas, but Jamaica. So Jamaica is dangerous. Kingston is the worst part to go. Well, Kingston they say don't go to.
Okay.
Yeah, Kingston. Even the police in Kingston is scared of the people in Kingston right now. Like when I was there. My taxi driver was telling me that Kingston residents has had free lights and water for like the last 2 years because they know better to go and cut it off. If you go cut it off, like you got a problem over there. Yeah. So Kingston, no. I've been to Jamaica twice, but last time when I went, I really have no
interest in going to Jamaica.
You would love it.
I'm sure it's cool.
You'll love it.
But I've experienced so little of the world that's not on one of my top places to go.
Oh, you'll be surprised. We gonna plan that as well too.
Really?
And I bet you'll have like one of the greatest times of your life.
I'm sure I would. Like I love reggae
and the food.
I love jerk chicken.
Yeah.
I love spicy. I love seafood. I've never been to a beach like that before.
You see, so yeah, no, I promise you, we're gonna have to plan that too.
Are we becoming best friends?
We are,
because I do need legit, real best friends that could. Honestly, you would be kind of someone I could look up to and help motivate me and almost mentor me. And you're younger than me, just because I really like your outlook on life and your wisdom and your hustle and your drive. And it's something I would like to surround myself around.
For sure.
With stuff like that.
Definitely. No, we'll have a good ass time.
All right.
We'll have very informative and inspiring conversations on top of crazy ass fun. Like, that's the best mixture ever.
And I need to make some of your burgers.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when, and then bartend too.
And bartend.
Oh, yeah. No, literally. You're going to be like the best person ever. You're going to be so well-rounded. You can talk to people. You got a podcast. You can cook.
All right.
And you travel. Oh, we're going to get you laid. Times like
never
50.
Been
a
problem for me.
Yeah, I'm going to find you like a... I'm gonna send you something that I like.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna send you something that
you're scaring me.
No, something that changes your life.
Listen,
not that, but something that changes your life. You ain't gotta be worried about that. I ain't gonna send no nothing that we both wouldn't partake in.
All right.
Gotta watch my words.
Why? It's
but
the internet.
Definitely right.
Have another tequila.
Oh my goodness! Come on, both of us.
Oh, you want me? Like I'm the one that has to catch up. I'm the one responsible for drinking half this fucking bottle.
That's good though.
Yeah.
See, we need to. This is like drink champs right here.
Oh, that's good. Terramana, Resposado, or whatever.
Speaking of that, because we know this is the Rock's tequila.
Right.
So, speaking of that, you just said the internet and whatnot. What's funny is, so I'm still like a big WWE fan and whatnot. So, like, he's doing a stint in WWE right now. And so, one of these other wrestlers, Seth Rollins, like he dresses like he's very flamboyant with his dressing, but
like the New Age Gold Dust.
No, he's not that, but he wears like Prince. He dresses like Prince, and so The Rock literally and this was just this past Friday. he called, well, like a few weeks ago, he was telling me, oh, you wear your wife's clothes and whatnot.
You getting FaceTimed right now?
Right, yeah.
Who FaceTimes?
all my girlfriends.
All right.
Girlfriends. He had told this superstar, he was like, hey, she's gonna know why.
You want me to answer that?
No,
hey, it's me. I'm in whiteface right now.
So he told this superstar that oh, you wear your wife clothes, and so the internet didn't trip about that. But Friday night, he told him, he was like, oh, you're a cross dresser. Internet went up in flames about that. Just because he's outside of him saying, oh, you wear your wife's clothes. This time he said, you're a cross dresser.
That's a buzzword.
It's like, God damn. And this is The Rock. We know for years and years The Rock said whatever come to his mind. So
I'll put this size 13 and a half, stick it sideways up your Rudy Pooty candy ass.
You know what I'm saying? So now, how do y'all blow up into flames about, oh, you cross-dresser? Oh, he called him a cross-dresser, and then he called this guy Cody Rhodes. He was like, you're a mistake. Why are y'all like, dude, it's WWE entertainment. So now they can't do stuff like that. So it's just crazy. Just,
They got to be very careful after what happened with Vince McMahon.
Goodness gracious. They finally took him out, though.
But he's with TKO now.
Well, he is with TKO, which the fucking Rock is a board member on that, so he's basically owns it.
And he owns his name now.
Is Rock going to go for president one day, next election?
I hope not.
See why not?
But I feel like
him and Oprah.
I feel like Rock is one of those people that might do that, huh? Rock,
I think he could have some
was a governor
ambitions.
or was a mayor. Kane was a governor, a mayor.
Him.
Really?
Yeah, of a small town in Tennessee.
Yep.
You say who else?
That one wrestler.
Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura.
He was the
Yeah.
governor of Minnesota.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, Kane. I
And
think he's still
the
out
real
here
one,
there.
Chael Sonnen, is running for governor of
Oh yeah, I heard.
Nevada?
I didn't know he
Arizona?
was running for that. Actually,
No, he said he's going to next election, whatever is that, in 2 or 4 years or for something.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, we're going to have a wild year of elections this year.
That is.
This is
man.
going to be This is going to be one of the wildest political seasons this country has ever seen. And we have the worst.
I was about to say we are in
options.
scary times right now.
It's wild times.
Yeah, we're
It's
definitely
fucking-
with the options. We ain't got to dive deep into it, but
No.
it's definitely like, what are we getting ourselves into right now?
World War III.
Definitely, and that is not going to be good, especially with just all of the hackings that's happening, and New York is crazy right now. New York had a few different problems, right?
So it's very difficult as someone that splits children with another person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have 100% say in what I do with my life and my kids' life. Like we have to come up with what works for everybody.
Right.
And I have some fairly, I wouldn't say extreme thoughts, but I have thoughts of like, this country is going down a path that I don't love.
Oh no.
No matter who it's going to be. In this world, frankly, but especially our country with what we're doing with this proxy war with Russia through the Ukraine, which, let's not lie, that's what's going on right now.
For sure.
And now us giving all this money to Israel to basically commit a genocide with Palestine. That's what's going on right now. It's just, and then Iran's wanting to get involved. There's just a lot of, China's throwing millions of immigrants through our southern border right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's just some wild shit with us right now.
Scary.
And any empire has a collapse. And it looks like America empire
It's finally
is
getting
kind
there.
of like, we're getting to that tipping point.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be like how many generations, if any more generations, where we're going to just see possibly our end of this empire with our dollar going down, just everything, with
Other
the power
countries
grid going down, all kinds of crazy
combining.
shit. Like, if I had no kids or it was just me and my kids, I don't know that I would stay here.
Yeah.
I might try and find somewhere that's less
Problematic.
problematic. I mean, everything's gonna have their problems,
Yeah.
but just less. I don't know.
What
But
country would you, if you can say right now where you would move to, what country would you move to?
Well, I have to think about the practicality of it and how I'm gonna make a living there. Okay,
Mhm.
and I think there's a few spots that you could go to. If I could do it,
Where is
maybe Japan.
Japan?
I think you can go to Japan and teach English there, and you don't really
You
have to
could,
know
actually.
Japanese, and it doesn't pay a ton, but you're gonna have enough to make a living there for a little bit.
Yes.
Same with China. You know what I mean? As problematic as China may or may not be,
It might be a really good spot to live
it
in.
might not be a terrible spot to be.
I think, yeah, because they're so.
But Japan maybe first, and then also, if I didn't have kids, I'd say South America somewhere. Maybe in Ecuador or Peru or Argentina. But with kids, I think that's kind of hard.
I was literally trying to look up on my phone where is Greece in between. Greece would be like one place I would love to live, but
But it's still a Western Western country. Like,
Yeah.
I think Western countries might have some issues. I'm just speaking as someone with kids.
Yeah.
Because like my son is 10. In 8 years, is he going to be conscripted to go fight in a war? I certainly don't agree with.
Definitely. I definitely think so. If I would have to choose, it would definitely be like country wise. Well, continent wise, somewhere South America. If I could choose a country in South America, probably like Brazil.
I think Brazil's dangerous.
But I compared to the war side of things,
Right.
That's why I'd say Brazil. But also like
That's why I like a Peru or Ecuador. Type.
Ecuador. Whew, man, speaking of that, okay, let me tell you the other country. Then let's go back to Ecuador. Country-wide, even though it's still North America, I would love to live in Canada.
Oh no!
I would love to live in Canada.
No! That's the worst of the spots.
Why?
Their government's even more fucked up than ours. They're very fucked up.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to read some more because we always hear about Canada. Well, you know the No Man's Chef, like I said, he's from Canada. He did like educate
but he
me
lives
on
in Phoenix.
Yeah, he did educate me on like the history because he was saying actually like
They don't have free speech. If you're a little bit problematic, they can shut down your bank account.
Yeah,
There's
and
just
then,
some.
Even like
I'm looking at it for political reasons.
Yeah, he was educating me on like the natives that was living there. So the
First
Eskimos
Nations or something like that.
yeah, they sent the Eskimos up north and shit like that to fend for themselves up because it gets colder.
You think
when get up there.
you think America's got a problematic history with Native Americans? Look into the Canadians with theirs.
So yeah, that's what he was telling me.
And it's even
about.
more recent than ours.
And we will never know about it because Canada do have like that. Oh, they're nice, they're Canadians, things like that. But definitely, of course, like I said, somewhere South America is gonna be my first choice.
Yeah.
But Ecuador, man, so I just started like talking to and conversing with. We probably might go to dinner tonight. This girl, she from Ecuador. Her mom is Ecuador. No, her mom is Ecuadorian, and her dad is Asian, so she's Latin Asian. Fine. Beautiful.
Oh, I like that.
Listen,
The skin tone on that sounds perfect.
I'm gonna have to show you her.
You're gonna have to.
Dude, listen. Oh, I gotta do it right
Give
now.
me her-
Just so we can have like this conversation.
Give
so
me
you
her
can see.
Tinder,
Because
okay?
I want you to first of all tell me how old you think she is.
All right. Let's look at this, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
my goodness!
We're about to get Chef Jayaun and Neanderthal Podcast are about to get canceled right now.
Oh
Not
my
canceled.
goodness!
No, get out of here. You're not with her.
Not with her yet. But we talking. We gonna go out to dinner. I'm gonna definitely set that up. I need to go eat with her tonight. We're gonna get hibachi. Tell me an age that you think.
Age? 24.
36.
36. All right, I'm looking at filtered pictures. Like I was like, is this one of these young bitches with that fucking what is that lipo in her lips?
Oh my
36.
30 fucking 6.
All right, I need to see her in person.
She's beautiful. I met her last Thanksgiving. She had fucking ordered some food for her family for Thanksgiving from our menu and whatnot. And it was like a last minute order that my business partner sent to me. And I ended up meeting her in person. I'm like, damn. I gotta know who she is. And I gotta
make her an empanada.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm about to be learning how to make Ecuadorian meals and Latin American.
Right?
Yeah.
Cuy. That's that cuy. Guinea pig.
She don't like that though. We was talking about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. 36 years old, and I'm like, God, Lee, you're fine. Like, fine. And I never would have guessed that. So, no, I got like a new little thing for Ecuadorian women, or
at least that one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let me go down there.
Man,
See what's going
I'm
on.
looking at your wallet right now.
Where
do you put that in? Where do you carry that?
Oh, this.
This thing is like the size of the Bible. All right, it's the Old and New Testament. And I don't think there's a lot of cash in there. I just think it's full of shit.
It is, just full of cars and
what
shit. Look at
hell
that. Look how many cars is in there.
Where do you put that thing?
In my back pocket, typically.
Do you sit with it on your back pocket?
Yeah. Not in these pants, but in jeans and whatnot.
You can't do that, man.
So
you can't do that. I hate to be Seinfeld.
No,
about
I'm
this
glad
shit.
that you telling me that. It's
as
funny.
an older guy. Let me show you something.
Oh my!
I don't have I have a minimalist wallet, and it always goes in my front pocket. And if you ever see me at a bar or anything, I have my wallet, phone, and keys sitting. I never sit on that. That thing is gonna fuck your back up, sir.
This is gonna be the first time somebody makes a FaceTime call on your podcast. If she answer, okay, Precious. This is my best friend Precious right here. Let me try to.
I loved her movie.
Yeah, let me. Let me try to put this on. So Precious, what was the biggest conversation that we were having on my birthday
Put
about?
it up. Turn it around. Other side.
Other side.
No, like where your mouth is.
Okay. Oh, boom.
You're kind of breaking up.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What were we talking about? This. Look at this. Can you see it?
I can't see that.
Oh my goodness. Can you see my camera?
Is it a wallet?
Yeah. What do I need right now? What did
I
I
need a wallet real bad.
They dogged my wallet on my birthday because they said it was so outdated and cheap. Everybody pulled out name brand wallets.
Sir, that's not my issue with it.
Yeah, it's so thick and it's horrible.
It's too big.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like that's giving you back problems.
Yeah.
For your longevity. I'm serious.
Okay, Princess, I'll call you later. I just had to call you about this. Bye. Yeah, no, literally on my birthday, everybody pulled out their wallets, and everybody had like these thin ass, this name brand wallets, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is mine.
I'm not trying to flex. I do have a $90 wallet.
What the fuck is
that? You want to see it?
Yeah, I do actually. Because everybody talked about mine.
All right, hold on. All right, we're wallets. All right, look at this wallet.
See, this is so much more efficient than what I got.
And hit that little button.
I was just about to say you gotta
hit that button.
Oh wait. This is perfect.
And then you open it up, and you can put cash. Look, I got like probably $200 in cash in there. I got my ID over there.
I see how you got it. Yeah. Where'd you get this from?
Honestly,
you don't know.
The Venetian in Las Vegas.
Oh, you did. Where we talking about going? So now we really gonna have to go ASAP.
It was all right. So this was a gift. This was $90 because it's like high quality leather. It's really super sweet. Yeah, look how much smaller that is. You keep it in your front pocket.
Why is my wallet this big? Wait. I gotta take everything out of here real quick.
Exactly.
And all I got here is $10.
Exactly.
Let me see some shit real quick.
Yeah, you got. That's just. It's I had that high school. I had that wallet in high school. It was 1997, and a thick ass wallet with stupid shit in it that I did not need. You got. Look at all this. How many of these cards do you need?
Sam's Club. I can take these two out. I need that one and that one. Sun Fresh. I use a key ring, so I can take that out. Key ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's taking out 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many cards do you have? That's way too many.
And that's still. Hold on, wait.
Oh my God, he's got more. Dude, you need to get your life together. You need to put more of your life on your phone.
Business cards.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think a minimalist wallet is for you.
Unless.
Yeah, now. It's still way bigger.
Yeah, I got to get it together right here. This is actually crazy. I don't think I've ever pulled everything out at one time.
So anyways, this wallet that you got, when you walk into the Venetian, take a left, and you walk down, and there's a sunglass shop there, which, so whenever I go to Vegas, I do a $100 bet on a sports bet.
Yeah.
And if I win it, I take that money and I buy a new pair of Ray-Bans.
Really?
And I've been successful. I've got a few pair of Ray-Bans for that.
Yeah.
And this same sunglass company there had these wallets there.
Mm-hmm.
And the person I was with bought this wallet for me as a birthday gift.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an amazing wallet. I love it.
You know what's funny, too? This is off topic. I just looked over at my phone, another FaceTime. That was the Ecuadorian.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see this FaceTime.
Oh
Should have answered this so I could have showed you.
All right, Chef Jayaun, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We are going to set up a Las Vegas trip.
Yes, we are.
We're also going to set up with me coming to do some bartending at your place.
Yes, we
When
are.
you get set up.
Yes.
And if everything goes well and our friendship continues to blossom, as I hope it does,
Yeah.
I could possibly and hopefully see an Ecuadorian trip
Oh, man.
or Peru or some
Definitely.
shit, South
Yeah,
American
we
type of
gotta-
trip or Jamaica, whatever
Yeah.
you like. We'll do some
Because
kind of.
outside of Vegas, we do need to do something just like drastic. Something crazy.
Yeah.
Something super crazy. Anywhere, and I would even say Thailand. But-
I'm into that.
Because really good food and it's beautiful. The only scary thing about it is, we know.
Chicks with dicks.
Yeah, we know. That's the
But
only scary thing. But what we say, we gotta.
I don't think I'm not gonna hook up with anybody in Thailand. I'm going for the beaches and the food and the drinks.
Yeah.
And have a good time because
Definitely.
I don't trust that shit.
No,
I just want to go for the culture.
definitely.
Really, I want to experience the culture of many cultures.
So we gonna shake on that we Vegas.
I have a
and-
passport.
Yeah, we got to do that. Oh, well, of course, I've had one. So, no, let's definitely plan Vegas for sure. We can squeeze that in this year, anytime.
Easily.
And then let's try to plan on something crazy.
Okay.
And I'm a beginning of the year type person because, it's still winter. Things is cheap.
And it's warmer there than here
Yeah.
typically.
So let's do, okay, Vegas. And we can even squeeze in Vegas. We do somewhere else. And let's definitely try to lock in on like a out of country trip at the beginning of 2025.
Okay.
Seriously,
I'm down.
I'm the person and the man that's definitely serious about that stuff.
Okay. Let's do it.
We can definitely, and I'm down for that.
And we'll make some fun content.
Oh my goodness, it would be amazing. We can do podcasts. We can do some food content. We can literally make it worthwhile. Then we can do like a one secretive, like crazy content from some bullshit that
Yeah.
we get into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Some dark web shit.
Yeah, that we just keep between it. We show people every time we think, look what we did when we came here.
Yeah.
You gotta come.
Literally. You gotta find this one.
And you know what? We could try to make that like a yearly thing with guests, so we could always tell them after we do our first one, we can like set up something to where we tell them like every maybe January, February, we choose a spot we go to and we look for.
I'm really looking for something like this. Like,
No,
I'm dead serious. Let's fucking do it.
dead ass.
Fucking A.
Literally.
We're doing
Like,
this shit.
No,
All
seriously.
right. We're getting Vegas set up fucking soon.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's get the
man.
hell out of here.
Yeah,
We got shit to do.
most definitely.
Sunday.
man. It's been a great day.
I'm drunk. You got chains.
Yeah.
Where can we find you?
Man.
Where can we find Chef Jayuan?
You can find me on Instagram at Chef Jayaun, Jayaun, not Jawan, not Juan, Jayaun. You can find me there. You can also find me at Sauce 1881B Main Street. We're located in the Corrigan Station in the courtyard. We've been there.
It's hard to find.
3 years. It is hard to find. Luckily, we're about to open this new location with a signage on it for sure, because that was something that was holding us back. So you can find us there. Give us about 10 to 12 weeks. We should be open in there with a full bar, so you can come drink with us as well too. Eat some food with us. We should
Watch
have some
me pour your
extended.
drinks.
Yeah, we should have some extended hours. You can also find me on the website, www.theletteru-hungry.com. if you're looking for bookings for catering, personal chefing, anything you pretty much need with food, restaurant consultant. We're everywhere. Or, of course, you can find me on this amazing podcast.
Oh, we're everywhere. Thank you very much. If I want to impress a lady, me and her, and I'm going to have a personal chef, and when I'm done, I'm taking her to Green Lady Lounge, and after a night like that, you know I'm sealing the deal.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sealing the deal, brother. How much is that going to cost me? I want to hire Chef Jayaun for me and my lady. He's going to come over and cook dinner for the two of us.
Listen.
How do I make that happen?
Costs start at $300 for a 3 to 4 course meal based on your menu, where I come in and cook a full meal for you guys from start to finish, full experience, plate up, clean up. You don't have to worry about nothing. You can't get that at a lot of spaces at all where you have an actual personal chef come in. So, yeah, no, we offer fair prices. We just released some new 2024 menus as well, too. So we got a lot. We also offering box lunch catering for different businesses, catering for weddings, birthday parties, baby showers, everything. So anything you pretty want for food, we got honest pricing. We're not as expensive as what people may think. And literally, man, this is the new wave, you guys. Get you a nice caterer, a nice chef to come in and handle these things for you. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm the guy for it.
Chef Jay, thank you. This has been amazing. Here's to future friendship. Salute, my man.
Salute. This is Vegas.
Bye.
Leave me the fuck alone. Neanderthal, hardest podcast in the world, you stupid ass bitch.